Hello everyone, and my cameras are frozen. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, there we go. And welcome yet again. It is another fantastic night for D&D. We are just getting started here. This is episode 2, The Mist Behind. Our adventurers... that is super loud. Our adventurers have just left the world of Ilia and have been brought into Barovia, little do they know. Their adventure is just beginning, and they met Mr. Danhousing while in the mist. These group of adventurers have known each other for quite some time, and we'll get that recap with our scribe. Hopefully we're in for a good treat with there. So, without further ado, let's get into the chat and see how everyone's doing.
Chris Pratt, I'm not sure how he's doing Super Mario, but he's in a movie. Let's do that.
Apparently, he's not doing an Italian accent.
Well, yeah, they have the
Let's
actual,
go.
Mario.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It
just
is
looks
me, Mario.
Well,
Mario
I'm not-
without an
It's
accent,
me,
right?
Mario.
Mozzarella.
Oh well, I'm not worried about
Chris, that's not what he says.
Chris. I'm not really about Chris Pratt like being the voice actor. I'm just worried about like Jack Black as Bowser. How's that gonna work out?
I honestly think that's probably the best casting choice for that movie.
He's gonna rock on.
It's gonna be weird that Bowser just sings and everything.
Yes.
And then you got Seth Rogen. That makes sense perfectly with Donkey Kong. He's like, oh, I don't know, like that's his voice,
jeez.
really. I don't care if you lose like 50 pounds, but you know your voice still sounds the same, so you fit the part for Donkey Kong. Oh hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to D&D.
Yes.
This is the pregame lobby that no one ever talks about.
Yeah, look,
Rule 1 of pre-gaming.
D&D
look
before dark.
at Trisnala's hair. It's so red and luscious. I want to rub my fingers. through that.
Wunderbar.
I have it quiet for about like 20 minutes until she goes completely asleep, but she's like half-ass asleep. so
God
we're
damn
good.
it, Jay.
All right, got to put
I
our
ran out of
DM up
chloroform.
here in the top in this wonderful frame.
Fixing my camera because it is bright.
Has anyone
Are you
noticed
doing a
Nick?
penguin impersonation, Nick? No, I'm
That's-
Oxford. Oh.
Oh.
The way you were leaning back and then like messing with the fake cigar or if it's a real cigar, I don't know.
Me.
Kind of had a penguin look.
Community.
You see here?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
That's what we should do. A campaign of just all old-timey gangsters.
What's in here?
One
Yes.
shot idea.
Oh, I
Yeah,
would.
we're all gonna
Oh,
steal
that would
from
be
you, see?
fucking great.
And we're gonna steal from each other. See?
Say hello to my little friend.
I'll DM that one.
You met me, you're from the rogues.
I'm not even gonna waste my time with you. I'm gonna give you Jimmy the legs.
These shoes.
I'm not even
Go
gonna
get
make,
him, Jimmy.
I'm literally
I-
not gonna make anything other than one heist and just watch you guys kill yourselves. I know this group too well.
I got cast fireball. Ah!
Can you move?
Fireball.
You broke the circle of stress, Falca.
We're all Robert De Niro gangsters.
So many things are going through my head right now. Like the what's the movie where they're all at the party and they're all Robert De Niro?
It's Seth Rogen's in it. Are you talking about the Robert?
Oh
De
my
Niro
god, I know what you're
party?
talking about.
Yes. They're all like, wait, that's not even Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah. Who are you
That's
supposed
Samuel
to be?
Jackson.
Yeah.
But then also, like, when Jay mentions heist, every time I hear heist now, I think of Rick and Morty in that heist episode.
These episodes are fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's Morty.
We're gonna pull a heist to show you how stupid heist are.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Jeez, Rick, I don't know if that's the right way to go.
I mean, they did a Rick and Morty like module, so just in case, you know, whoever wants to run it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Only if I can use a plumbus as a weapon.
I feel like you can't do that sober.
I get to play Mr. Poopy Butthole.
You can't do D&D sober. What do you mean?
Mr. B6!
Marty, why do you think I got this whiskey?
I'm gonna squash you!
I'm preparing for my death.
Squatchy! Hey, I'm squatching here!
It'd be like, Oxford, you gotta take a seat and shove it up your butt, like way up your butt,
Way up
your
there.
butt.
This guy gets it.
Oxford.
This guy gets it. Fuck it, we'll deal with me being blown out there. Alright. So, we ready to get the shit show on the road, guys?
Tiff is just about ready to recap.
Yeah. Alright, so to start off, to recap a few household items. So, for our viewers as well, we are playing every other week. Next session will be the 10th. The 24th is in question. I will be traveling to San Diego on the 24th.
Gross.
San Diego.
San Diego.
Good place.
Likely, I might be on a plane that day, or packing up to head home that day. So it's either we play 2 weeks in a row, or we play the 10th, and we don't get to play until the 31st, and then continue on the every other week. So think about it. Doesn't have to be an answer now. We'll talk about it at the end of the session. Doesn't have to be an answer today, but by the 10th we should have an idea. Second thing is, Favor of the Gods was given to our Scribe. So Scribe, if you recall, Favor of the Gods is you get to re-roll any d20 throughout the whole entire session. Just one d20. Or any roll, actually. I think we had it listed as. Yes, any roll. So it's one die, however. So if somebody rolls a d8, then you get to re-roll that d8 because somebody rolled poorly, or you want them to roll poorly. That's up to you. You can choose how you want to use that.
Or if they rolled well and you want them to be, if you want to fuck them, you can do that.
Yeah. So that's completely up to you, Scribe. You can use it however you want. And for those who don't know what Favor of the Gods is, it is a little vote that we do at the end of each session, a little encouragement that we do for each other to roleplay well or play well in general, that the players get to vote for who gets the Favor of the Gods at the next session. And what Favor of the Gods is, they get to re-roll any roll, including mine, once during the session. So it's a little encouragement for their actions during the session. So somebody could have role-played well, somebody could have eliminated all the enemies, TPK'd the whole entire party. So. Scribe, are you ready for the recap?
I am.
All right, gentlemen, listen in to our Scribe.
Yes, sire, I understand the point was to make them vicious, but there's a difference between starving them until they're vicious and starving them until they're useless. Oh, I'll take care of it. Oh, pardon me, travelers, just a small bit of business. Welcome back to Strahd Travel Lines, where your death is only one step away. Our condolences for your... Oh, you're all still alive. Well, that just proves my point. Oh, hello again, Daniel. It's well, not quite an honor, but welcome back aboard all the same. So you found yourselves a job at the tavern in Whitehall, and you've come to Barovia for what, exactly? Fame? Honor? Money? We'll see. I do hope your caravan journey was to your liking. The food, the wine, the rustic camping. Miss Amora, try not to focus too much on that fortune-telling. That charlatan Visteria is always stirring up trouble. As always, you're welcome to check the memo into the to-do section during your travels. While we pull into Barovia, please don't mind the fog. It doesn't bite much. Watch your step on the way down to the village. Welcome to Barovia.
Well done, well done. I love it.
Wow. There we
Welcome to.
There it is.
All right. Yeah, Tiff, I'm gonna need to liaise with you with some of the things I'm doing behind the scenes because I have a few good ideas about this.
That was great.
Awesome.
All right. So, anywho, you guys had met down housing. You passed the gate, and you're on your way down to the village of Barovia proper. You see a village off in the distance, and Dan has pointed out that it is the village of Barovia. That's where you're heading. Your cart was taken out by a pack of wolves, and to your surprise, Mr. Housing came out and started helping you guys in attacking the wolves. You weren't sure who he was at first, but enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you finally introduced yourselves, and you all now stand among the bodies of the wolves, and you guys began to walk towards Barovia. Does someone recall?
Yeah, Dan started taking us that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure they were heading in the right direction.
Okay. So it's taken you guys about an hour to hoof your way, now without a cart, down towards the village of Barovia. And let me get some mood music going in here.
Let's get it on.
Let's go.
Oh, wrong mood. My bad.
It's okay.
As a meta question, Dan, did you say that you were part of the Dawnforge order?
I actually own my own monster hunting company. You guys are here with me.
Oh, you hired us.
Well,
No.
I believe the burgomaster is the one who hired you. I'm also hired by him. We're separate companies, just kind of working hand in hand.
Oh, I see.
So we're like a subcontractor to this.
Yeah, I was the main line called out, and I called in for some subcontractors to help with my
We have
issues.
a letter. Yeah, we have a letter from the burgomeister.
Hamburglar.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't smell like coffee anymore. Darn it.
What does Ken smell like?
No, I made the letter. Yeah.
All right. So
What I miss?
his letters don't smell like coffee anymore.
Taint.
No comment. Anyways,
Excuse me?
I do declare.
Mr. Beauregard, keep your hands to yourself. All right. So,
Oh my.
oh my.
Oh my.
You guys begin to walk down the pathway that seems to be the only way out. So the mist on either side of the road continues to creep in towards the road, but it's kept at bay as you're walking along the road. Who's at the rear of the party? Or are you all just trying to walk a line abreast and trying to stay out of the mist?
I'm doing my best to make sure that shit don't bother them one bit.
I want to keep an eye out for any more wolves or anything.
Okay, do a perception check for me. Dan points out to the rest of you that, and he points behind you, and you see that the mist is now starting to flow in behind you, where you cannot see the gate, the massive gate that you all just passed through. Triss, as you begin to look around, you keep your ears out, your keen ears, the ears that you use to tune your lute and to listen for the slightest difference in sound. There's no sound of any kind It's eerily as dead as a graveyard, if you will.
I'm gonna try to like kick some gravel and see if like our footsteps are making noise too.
As you begin to kick around and shuffle your feet and whatnot, you hear the crunch of it, and it's the only thing you hear. It doesn't echo. It just seems to just deaden under this under the mist some. But it's there. You hear it.
Dan,
Yay.
is it always this quiet here?
Since that necromancer moved into town, that's what all the locals keep telling me.
Oh,
So,
That's why we're on a rush job. Take care of that.
have you seen this necromancer? Have you met him?
Nah, I got here a little ahead of you guys, scoped out the locals, gauged out the job, talked to the Burgermeister, and realized that going in solo would be a suicide mission and sent for you.
Well, the Dawnforge order is at your behest.
And like I said, we're here as equals. I understand that.
you proceed into the down the road, and you come to a valley. Let me find the flavor text that they have. The fog spills out of the forest, swallow the road behind you, and ahead of you, jutting out. Nope, that's the wrong text. That's you already read. That's the gate. Where is it?
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, right.
We're back at the gate.
Oh, that is at the
Huzzah.
beginning of the chapter. So, you begin to make your way down out of the clearing the woods. You begin to see that it opens up immediately, and the mist is just. You see the clearing. It goes down towards the small little hamlet nestled in this valley. Further down to the left, you see a stream beginning to run through the valley, and to the right, there's woods surrounding this little hamlet. Mist is just pouring out from the woods like elongated fingers grasping along the land to crawl out from it. Off to the right above the village, as you're making the clearing, you see in the beginning, at the top of the cloud tops, you see very tiny spires, maybe a castle or a fortification.
Is that where the Burgermeister is? Dan? That castle up ahead?
Is this in the town or is this the other castle?
This is the other castle.
Not from what I'm aware. That's been here beforehand.
Yes.
I believe this man moved into the town. I don't think he had the willpower to go in and take over such a fine establishment.
Correct.
And then the Burgermaster himself. Are we going to meet with him to discuss any info that we have? Or
I
he has?
I don't know if you remember this from last week, but he put us on a rush job to get right to the necromancer.
Oh,
We agreed to go straight for him.
well, that sounds dumb. Why did we do that?
The Burgermaster has been quite rash and went directly, fed up with the situation and waiting for the Dawnforge order to get here. He went to meet directly with the Necromancer to get him to leave the village, per Dan's instructions. So Dan was a little bit aware of that he was going to meet, and then just like, oh hell, I'm going to meet up with you guys. So,
Okay.
fearing the worst, you guys are heading that way.
So you sent the guy that's responsible for paying us to their imminent demise. Cool. Got it.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't so much me who sent him; it was your tardiness. But potato.
Tardiness. We got the letter and we came immediately.
wasn't Dan
Anyways,
who sound him. The
where
burgomaster
is
who
this
went.
meeting taking place?
I mean, have you seen our horses? They've been eaten up already, so, you know, can't blame us for the tardiness.
But you see, my friends, it's not our tardiness, but the length of time it took for the letter to get to us.
Thank you so much for the follow. I gotta fix
Well,
my.
As you remember, it passed
follower
through
alerts.
many
It's like,
hands
who
of
the
many
heck followed me?
merchants
It's behind
in
the
order to
cameras.
find its way to us.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that's not our fault.
And we were drunk, too, to pick up the letter, but that's
Nobody's saying it's our fault. He went in on his own. Let's hurry. We're wasting time.
Where is this meeting at?
It's in Barovia. We're on our way there.
Okay.
The city's so nice, they named it twice.
Well, I mean, it's Barovia, the town located in Barovia. So officially, it's Barovia.
Twice.
Like New York, New York.
The city's so nice, they named it twice.
Where's that?
And the Fae.
In Barovia, wooded jungle where dreams are crashed and everyone dies.
Oxford. Please leave the singing to the professionals.
That was meta.
Oh.
All right.
I saw the opportunity for a little New York musical, but
Great recovery there.
oh, Oxford wouldn't sing.
So I suppose we should make haste.
I tend to
I
agree.
mean, as I'm swatting away as much fog as I possibly can to keep us moving, yes, let's find a way to run through this much faster.
Yes, I think for once I prefer to be in civilization. This fog is creeping me out.
Agreed.
Well, that must mean it's very bad because nothing gross creeps her out.
Amara, do a what's your passive perception?
16.
You begin to look behind you as you say that, and it just creeping in further, nearly at your feet.
I turn around.
Startles, like jumps, and like rush steps a couple ahead, and just come on, let's go. Urges everyone forward if she can.
You guys follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not staying in this.
With the mist at your heels, you begin to make your descent down the hill into the village proper. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that begins to surround everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes throughout the streets from a distance. Dan points you down towards a side street, towards a rather large structure that you begin to make out as a pretty well-constructed mansion. The building itself is about 3 or 4 stories tall, and the peak on the peak of the roof is extremely high and a little exaggerated. It's you begin to, for meta purposes, it looks a little Victorian. There are bits of little stonework throughout it, of gargoyles and such on the water spouts, drainage system throughout the building. For those
Did
of
we
you
have
that,
to pass the town center
me
to
one
this,
second,
or was
guys.
this very close to the
I'm
entrance
always
of
down
town?
for D&D nerds. Thank you so much, and glad you're doing
She's an
well. Thank you
addressing
for
chat
joining us.
for a
We're
sec.
going to be doing
I
Death House,
realize.
but I reskinned it for a Frankenstein kind of adventure, so we'll see how this goes. So it is. What was your question? I'm sorry, I was muted.
Did we have to like go through the middle of town, like the town center, or is it really close to the entrance
You went
of town?
into the town and you made an immediate right, so you didn't
So
get
it's,
into
it's
the
just on
town
the
proper.
outskirts.
Yeah. So, and it was down a side street, and it's on the outskirts of the on the edges of the town, if you will. It looks like it gave it the most room to build this building. It's at the end of the street as well. No other buildings are right adjacent. There's a set of apartments, and then the next lot is completely clear, and then it's this mansion. And you approach, as I said, it's 3 to 4 stories tall, and with the exaggerated peak of the roof, most of the construction is stone, but wood along the top. Wood planks begin to make out the top where the peak is. Stained glass is inlaid on all the windows, but they're able to be opened, it seems, from the inside. They all seem to be well latched and shuttered. The outside is well kept. It's a little garden leading up into the front steps, where 2 massive oak doors are greeting you guys as you begin to approach.
From the windows, can we see like any light from any of the rooms?
You can't quite tell from the outside. You're not sure if it's the outside light of the mist refracting off of the colored panes in the stained glass, or if it's light on the inside.
Okay.
Obviously, this is a much more well-made building than the rest of the town, but does it look like they were made around the same time or of similar styles?
Give me a history check.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have no freaking clue.
No idea. That's a big house.
So you begin to look over at the houses and whatnot, and you notice that it looks very similar to a lot of the other designs, but it looks more polished. But you can't tell if its construction is newer than the others.
I'm not telling him.
Okay.
I didn't ask, though.
I kind of want to check, but I don't want to meta game.
Oh, intellect's my base stat, so I just wanted to see what I'd roll.
It is not mine.
Kind of curious to what mine would be. For fun.
And you approach the building, and Dan goes, "Oh, this is where the necromancer resides."
Yeah, this is the spot.
Last time you guys did some
Foreboding.
Well, shall we, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Takuda punches his fist and grasp it like this, and he's like, "I'm ready. Let's go punch some necromancer butt."
Nice. You know, I know a lot about the history of this place. And that's where I leave the conversation off and walk away.
I know the history of kicking butt. Let's go.
All right, Takuda, if you would be so kind, lead the way.
I grab Oxnard and just push him through the door.
That's not what I had in mind.
Let's
You're the one with the
You might be
shield.
able to ask the guy to leave.
All right,
I'll
so
provide us with some battle music.
we're not going to do this in initiative order, but we're going to explore this in an orderly fashion. So I would prefer that one person at a time speaks so that we can progress through areas, and especially throughout the whole entire campaign. So if we're not doing initiative, I would prefer that if we get to the point where we're talking over each other, I'll roll for initiative just to explore areas. So let's make sure that we be courteous to each other.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
Who wants to open the door? Does no one care? Because I'll.
Like I said, I grabbed Oxnard and I forced him to open the door.
He called you Ox Nerd.
I'll be right
Surrounded
behind
by
them.
imbeciles.
You have the shield.
No, the imbeciles are behind you. Go on.
I'm gonna put something up as I see you try to force him. How about we not try and push ourselves through this way? Just bothered by you attempting to use one of our members as a shield.
No, we're attempting to use his shield as a shield.
He does have a shield.
Is it not culturally appropriate to knock?
The doors are not going to explode, gentlemen. Amara is right. Let's knock on the door.
Oh, let's knock on a door to a necromancer's domain.
Can we use Oxford's face to knock?
I'm gonna go to a window and see if I can like peek in.
Not all necromancy is. It's a bad rap. It's just misunderstood. Maybe he can be reasoned with. We don't know.
Give me
Yes.
a
Not-
check there, Ethan.
Yes, let's reason with the dead people.
Sorry, what was that?
Perception check, please.
Okay.
He pretty much is Rebel. He speaks down to anyone who has
worst
lower
part is I've already tried
intelligence,
to
which
reason with
is
dead people.
practically the whole
We're
entire
not going to talk
party.
about that.
Diplomacy isn't in 5e, so you're good.
That's
We
17.
could give you another hand.
So you're able to peer through a clear glass piece on the window, and you can see clearly into the building. It is a well-kept area. There's fireplaces flanking each side of the room, with a grand staircase leading up into the through the center of the room. There's several doors throughout and a couple pillars keeping up what it looks like. Well, actually, you can't tell what it actually looks like, but there's pillars holding something up. There is sufficient lighting as you begin to peer into the area. Looks like the fireplaces are actually lit.
Well, it doesn't look dark and foreboding inside. Let's knock and see if there's and see if we're greeted equally.
Very much
I
so,
knock on the
Rebel.
door.
You knock on the door and there's no answer. Actually, when you begin to knock, the door gives way slightly and opens
Classic.
with a slight creak.
Does the door open inward,
Inward.
like you said? Inward?
Yep.
Alright. I go kick door down, like we're just barging in the room. Siege door.
Blam! The door flings open, and as it flings open, you hear a terrible crash on the other side of the door.
Well, that was 0 to 60.
You begin to look around the
60 what?
corner, and there's a whole suit of armor that is just crashed to the ground in one whole piece. It must be fused together. As you begin to peer further through the room, there is 2, 4, 6 doors ahead of you. There's 2 on the right and 2 on the left, and 2 forward. The grand staircase before you is well kept and looks to be made from is to be made of a very nice construction, very nice wood. It is no expense spared kind of situation. There is pillars running down flanking the side of the room, holding up a walkway above you that leads to a second floor and a few rooms above from what you can see. On the other side of the room, where the door you kicked open, there's another suit of armor just standing there silently. A bit of dust seems to be collecting on his armor in places where it doesn't seem like somebody took the time to clean. And the carpet before you is completely torn up and worn. You begin to take a look further into the carpet, and you can see big puddles, or well, what used to be puddles of what looks to be blood.
You would think he'd clean. Well,
the rest of the place is pretty nice. Maybe we just maybe he just hasn't gotten to the carpet.
I like to write the suit of armor and put it back to where it was.
You pick it up. It is. Give me a strength check for me.
Sure. Not a saving throw, right?
No.
This might go bad. Okay.
All right, so easily you're able to just stand it up. It is quite heavy, and as you begin to inspect it, it comes to life and eats you. No, you feel like the inside is filled with something, whether it's some sort of stone or more metal, but it is extremely heavy, and it takes a considerable effort to stand this thing straight up.
Do I notice anything else about it?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll go to the Puddle of Blood, and I want to do an investigation to it, see if, like, you know, if it's fresh, is it dried up or something, you know, sticky.
FYI, I can't move my token.
That's because you were late onto the session.
He's
Wow.
already dead? Damn.
Oh yeah,
He was here before you, though.
No, I mean last time. Because he didn't join Roll20 until late.
I just wanna like cut my hands and hello.
Your voice echoes throughout the building. No answer. All right, so Takuda, what are you doing?
yes. I'm gonna go up to the Puddle of Blood, and I'm gonna like kneel down and then like try to touch the blood to see, like, is it fresh? Is it?
It is
I'm wondering if it's fresh.
It is dry as a bone.
Dan, have
Someone died.
Sorry, go ahead.
I go tell the party, it's pretty dry here, fellas, and lady. So,
Ease.
Yes, it's been a while since someone died here. Blood is dry. Go ahead.
Dan, have you been here before? Do you know anything about this place?
I kind of got a slight layout from the Burgermeister when he explained it to me before he came. I guess the building's been here for some time. He's been in here a couple times, so I know it's kind of hard. I know a general layout, but I don't know it by heart.
All right.
Do you know where they would be meeting?
Would that be something?
Negative. You're not quite sure.
I mean, half the adventure is just figuring it out. Like I said, I'm letting you guys take point on this right now. I'm just watching everyone learn their strengths. If I have any valuable information, I'll instantly let you all know.
Well, I suggest we find this necromancer instead of smearing our fingers in blood like some kind of paint by number bullshit.
Ow, you are just a ray of fucking sunshine, aren't you?
Always.
Place could use some sunshine.
You know, as annoying as he is, he's right.
Yes.
I'll cautiously go upstairs and see if I see any movement or hear anything.
Let's split up, gang.
I'd like to look around the room and just investigate.
Like, I don't want to go all the way upstairs, just like head level with the second floor, so I can just be like.
All right, so you make your way up the steps, and you begin to take a look around, and just dead silence and darkness.
Yep, that fits the theme around here.
Do I noticing... Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna tell you guys that I don't see anything.
Do I notice anything other than the blood at the and the messed up carpet?
Give me an investigation.
Wow.
So
Ooh.
you begin to notice that there is scrapes in the direction of the stairs, torn up bits and pieces of the carpet. You also begin to notice maybe bits and pieces of flesh and hair in the flesh. Ugh.
Is this flesh fresh, unlike the dried blood?
It is not. It is putrid, and you're not sure how you guys missed it before, but some of it smells quite awful. Maybe distracted by other senses that were going on in the building.
Or maybe
I have a
Oxford's
feeling
fucking cigar.
I'll let the party know. Guys, I see some like flesh and scrapes going up the stairwell. We might need to explore upstairs.
Well, yeah.
We are in the house of a necromancer.
That would check out.
Usually, necromancers deal
Very
with
astute
dead
there,
things, right?
Oxford.
I'm just gonna look at him like he's a freaking idiot. And just sigh under my breath.
I'm the idiot, okay. Like we're all surprised to find chunks of flesh in the carpet.
I mean, I'm a little surprised to find scrapes going towards the stairs. Don't necromancers usually deal with already dead things?
And why would there be chunks of flesh on the carpet?
And make them alive again. They still decay.
Well,
Yeah, that part's normal, but
Well,
like...
Well, the hard part is sometimes
scrapes?
you have to make the dead things to make the undead
right.
things.
We are wasting time. Shall we go up the stairs?
Wasting
Yes,
time. I believe that was a bard band, right? That came out of the
Yeah.
west sector of.
He's rolling!
Oh, what is the one hit they had? You got to tell me
I'm
what
gonna
it is. I
need
can't
more
remember.
numbers.
I believe it was called "Let's Take Our Asses Up the Stairs."
Is
Let's
anyone
take
coming?
our asses up the stairs. Let's take our asses up the stairs.
I
Yeah,
walk
that's
up the
it. That's the
stairs.
one.
Okay.
I mean,
But Oxford, I believe, since you came up with the idea, you lead first.
Give me a second, guys.
My
You have to
liege.
go do a new map for it.
that was the thing. I was like, I know there's clearly something I'm missing here because I can't go any further. I get lost in the darkness.
Oops. Give me 1 second.
Lost in the sauce.
Guys, keep moving. You're not going to go to a new map.
You said to keep
Just like
moving?
any video,
Okay,
just like
kids,
any
now
video game,
still.
we'll glitch through it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I love it.
If we side strafe hard
what?
enough,
The hell is going on there? Oh, okay, I got it. The red is a
outer
outer
walkway.
second
yeah,
floor.
walkway.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
you guys begin to head up the steps, and the stairs begin to flank left and right and wrap around behind you. As you begin to turn around and inspect where the stairs lead, you notice that the stairs begin to turn again through another staircase going up. And I
Oh, they
believe-
really like this open floor plan.
and you can see,
Are there-
yeah, right down below as well.
Are there doorways on the side?
Yep, so there's several doorways. Let me make sure that I got this set. There you go. Hopefully you can see doorways there.
Yes, thank you.
Don't think my token came
I
over.
was gonna say, what happened to Butch? We've only got 6.
But you're dead.
Shit.
That was fast.
I'm not ready for a new character yet.
I would like to look and see if any of the doors are open or ajar.
No, they're not jars. They're doors.
Oh shit! Everybody's got jokes
Well,
tonight.
that's it, everybody. Have a great night.
We did D&D,
that's it. That's the one.
You found the secret code right there.
Just like that, Strahd drops dead.
And
As
the
we
mist
go
begins
upstairs,
to part.
as we go upstairs, do I hear anything coming from the second floor?
Nope. Nada. Not through your passive as you're just beginning to walk up. All right, Triss, what door are you heading towards?
I just want to look from where we are at this on the stairs to see if any of them are open, and none of them. No.
None are
Shit.
open. Everything is closed. And coffee, you hear nothing. It is silent as the grave.
Hmm.
Well,
Awfully quiet in here.
as it continues
Triss,
to
you're
go
just
up,
you're just so distracted by the architecture. This person must have a lot
That's
of money to
fantastic.
give you if you're looking in the right places.
Wait, I thought we were going to the necromancer's place, not the burgermeister's.
You're in the necromancer's place, but they seem to have a lot of money on them if they have a building like this.
Well, they do, but they're not just gonna give it to me. You know.
If you look in the right
take it.
place, I said.
I agree. As I come up to the door, I want to listen to the door on each side, or like as I come to each one.
So you begin to step up to the first door. You gently begin to press your ear up against the door. You hear scraping of your own ear against the door. There is no sound that seems to be coming from the other side.
It's fucking earrings. God damn it.
Except that.
Is the door I'm next to locked? I want to check.
You're not next to a door.
That's not a door?
You're not next to it.
Yeah, move yourself up. More.
So-
There you go.
It's not locked.
And I'm guessing I still don't hear anything.
Well, you can do another perception check if you will.
Okay.
Is that a second door while he's doing that?
That is a second door.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'd like to.
I'm a freaking idiot.
I would like to also check that one.
I'm guessing I don't hear anything.
You go to lean into the door to hear something, but you just knock it open and it begins to open. And that's where we're going to leave you. Triss, you lean up against the door and you keep notice of your earrings this time and press your ear up against the door. No sound. Harbian, Amara, Dakota, and Oxford. In that order, what are you guys looking to do? Hard?
I want to check this door.
There's two doors. There's one north and one east.
North.
What are you doing with that door?
Just seeing if I hear anything.
Give me a perception check. Oh my God, Mike Reborn, what's going
Roll
on,
it,
buddy?
roll it.
Did it not? I got
Love
it.
you,
This
man.
hit-
Where have you been?
Did it not send it over?
How you doing?
No.
Try clicking on your
Miss
token
you, man.
in
Much
Roll
love.
20 and then doing it in D&D Beyond. That might help.
I've been good. I've been working on some 3D print stuff, so I've been working. Yeah, same here. Been super busy with work
Or
and
if
super
that
busy
didn't work,
with.
did
with
you
doing
open
a lot
Roll
of,
20 first and then
3D
D&D
prints?
Beyond?
Like I
Oh,
made
there you
a.
go. It came
I've been
through.
doing that as a side gig, man. That's all I'm doing
Hey.
now. So 3D printing and working and occasionally D&D, but now this is picked up. I'm going to be doing that a lot more.
Damn, that's one heck of a perception.
Sheesh.
Thank you for popping in, man. I love you so much. I'm glad to
I'm
see
not
you
talking
in
about
here
the 9. I'm
again.
talking about that +5. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hope you and
talking
your
about.
family are doing great.
Oh.
And I still rolled a 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why isn't H in the front?
All right, guys. Sorry about that.
I mean, because we kept pushing Oxford to go first.
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
make
guys.
good cannon fodder.
So what's going on, Harvey? And sorry, somebody popped in the chat.
I rolled a 9 perception.
So you press your ear up against the door, noticing how everyone else is doing it, and you're pretty conscious of your own stuff, but you don't quite get it. And you just like press your ear up against the door, and you just don't hear anything. You're just like you're frustrated with yourself because you're trying to be as graceful as Triss as she's laid her ear up against the door, and then you realize that good God, Corbin just knocks the door open, and he's not even paying attention to what he's doing. So you're trying to find something in between and just not sure how to do it, but you don't hear anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, apparently Corbin doesn't know how much strength to use.
All right, is that all you want to do there, Mr. Hard?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
All right,
Yeah.
Amara.
So I would, having been shown the tracks sort of leading upstairs of maybe still fresh blood and flesh, is that trailing anywhere up here?
Investigation check for me.
Investigation. Okay.
Amara, you begin as you come up the steps after Corbin has pointed out the blood. You all took notice of it, and you were pretty keen on keeping track of it. As you make your way up the steps, you don't see anything. You don't see any scrapes. You don't see any blood. It only seems to be on the first level. You're not quite sure. Did someone pick somebody up? Were they just dispatched of at the first floor?
So it didn't come up the stairs.
Nope.
Oh, I thought it went up the stairs. Crap.
It went to the stairs.
Right.
Or went towards the stairs.
I meta know what that means.
Yeah, I meta know maybe.
What's a meta?
It's the new Facebook.
What's a Facebook?
It's where you can gather fans as
I believe a Facebook is a
Q-Box,
long
thank you so much for
known
stopping
woman
by. You have a
who
great
has
night
been
as well.
very promiscuous
Thank you so
amongst her
much.
time.
Oh, usually we just call those whores.
It's a mimic book.
Last time I dealt with one of them Facebooks. it was
Hi,
called
Joe's
Mac-
wife. Bye, Joe's wife.
They called it the Necronomicon or something like that.
Yeah.
Met some awesome dude named Bruce while we were doing it.
Taraka. My boomstick.
All right. So I guess if there's no tracks to follow, I'd like to check if the door in front of me is locked, and if it's not, I'd just like to cautiously sort of give it the twist and like shove open. Not like I'm going in, but just push the
Gentle
door.
push.
Yeah.
Without a gentle push, you turn the handle and it just creaks open. Like everyone across the hall hears it, and just thuds up against something on the. And it's not a typical creak. It is like it's not been used for a while. Like dust has been sitting on that hinge for a while. And as you peer into the room, you notice that there's 2 beds in the room, a stove. Oh, it helps if I reveal the area to you as well. So before you see 2 little beds covered in dust and just cobwebs, and there's a there seems to be a chamber pot sitting in the in between, a candle that is well used, and there doesn't seem to be a wick on it anymore. More or less a candle. To your left, as soon as you begin to peek your head into the room, there is a stove that is covered in soot and dust. That is just, it wasn't well cleaned, it wasn't well taken care of, and it hasn't been used in quite some time. To the right of you, you see two worn, and I mean worn chests. They're barely kept together by the metal pieces that bind all the wood together, and even some of the slats have a decent gap in between them. They wouldn't hold together. They wouldn't hold anything in them if it was valuable, if any.
All right. I don't necessarily think that she would go into the room, since there's nobody in there, so that's not what we're looking for. So I think she'd stay there, and I'll pass for now.
All right, Takuda, it is your turn.
Hello. So the door in front of me.
Yeah.
I would like to open that up.
You begin to press on the door, and just like, you don't give a crap. You're just grabbing the handle and pushing on it. It takes a little bit of force. It's swollen a little bit, and you're able to just throw it open with a nice shove. The wood on wood scraping, rubbing sound, it alerts the rest of your companions, and everyone begins to look towards your way, even after just Amara's. And you look into this room, and this room is well kept. There's a few books on the table. There seems to be a window open. There's a couple chairs in the room that are comfortable, and a small bookshelf with very few books on them. Some of them look worse for wear, but nothing of real interest in there, at least to you.
All right. I'll go enter the room.
All right.
Now, you said there's bookshelf. Actually, the chairs and stuff. Does it look like it's been used recently?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation check. Go. Hey, 14.
All right. You step into the room. You take a look around the room. You look at the chair. It's worn. You can see into the floorboards where the chair is continuously moved in and out with someone sitting on it. But you can't tell if somebody's recently sat in it or not. You turn around to the one that's sitting in the corner. It has a cushion on it. The cushion has been well used as well. It is well indented with somebody's ass cheeks. The fabric is actually beginning to wear out a little bit from just the general use of just continuously sitting in it and sliding back into it, or sitting up. Or the cushion on the arm of the chair is actually worn. You can see on the cushion doesn't meet the end of the wood of the chair, and the wood is slightly worn there and is losing some of its stain. But you can't quite tell if somebody's recently sat in it.
So my next thing is to the cushion chair. I would like to go up to it, and I would like to remove the cushion, where the ass cheeks go.
Yep.
And see if there's anything in there, like, whatever I can find.
All right. So you go to try to remove the cushion, and you realize that it's actually tacked onto the wood. It's not something easily removed. Do you still want to remove it?
With that, does can I move the chair out of the way?
Yes, you can move the chair out of the corner. Is that what you're intending to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is there any? Yeah.
you move the chair out of the corner, and you notice that somebody hasn't been so tidy in this room. There's cobwebs in the corner.
Darn.
Disgusting.
Not so clean, is it? All right, and then
Dakota, what do you see?
a
You're too busy
well-kept
listening
room.
into your doors. You're not noticing what Dakota is doing.
No. And then one last thing in this room. So there is a book on the top, was it top right of it, of the room, or that little.
That's a
grid
little
area?
desk. Yep. There's a couple
Yeah, a
books
little
there.
desk. Kind of look through those books, see if there's anything that I would think is useful or interesting.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh.
Okay. So you're able to pick up the books. It wasn't a very difficult It wasn't a very difficult DC, but you're able to pick up the books, and you're not real interested in the content of it. You're just picking it up to look at it. You notice that there are quite a few pages. The text is worn on it. Some of it seems water-stained, coffee-stained, or some kind of food as well. This is a book that has been read over what looks to be a considerable long time. Something that might need to be preserved in a library. But what do you know?
Right. Well, I'll take the book with me, and I'll head out the room.
All right. So you head out the room, and that will end you right there, Mr. Oxford.
Oxford is continuing to figure as he's passing these side rooms that they're probably not a main room. If I were a necromancer, I would be in one of two locations, either in a laboratory in the attic or top floor, or a laboratory in the basement. So I'm going to keep going upward.
Okay. And I will move you. Copy. Bear with me. I want to make sure that I got this whole.
Rar.
And for those of you that are on my stream, please do not watch my stream. That's as a reminder. DM overlay, notes, etc.
Yeah, fuck you, chat.
Background, just so you get more people.
What'd you say?
I have it up like in a different tab, just
Yes.
so you have more people's.
That's fine. I appreciate that.
And I'm more focused on this because
Nope,
I can't hear echo myself.
I wanted to relay that one more time before I.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Twitch actually changed it so you have to like click on things, but that's beside the point. But
Oh, the
sorry.
chat thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. So you head up into the attic and give me a perception check.
Was that the next floor? Was the attic?
Yep.
Okay. Just confirming. Not even good.
Zach, I'm going to cover my screen. How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well. So you continue up the steps, and the floor begins to slope upward into a lofted attic. You no longer see your companions, and the light begins to dim. Your vision begins to narrow as the darkness consumes the area. However, you give it a good look over, and you can't quite see what's all going on up here. You see pillars going throughout the room in front of you that disappear into the darkness, and then you look up and you can begin to see where the roof begins to slope up, but you lose the sight of where the tip of the roof is.
Can I do a quick investigation to see if anyone's been here in a while?
Yes, go ahead. You can do another one. Oh, it could be made plot relevant. Do an exclamation point dad joke, Zach, for me. Please, thank you. So, you look around the attic, and it's completely inundated with dust and cobwebs. It is nobody's been up here for a while. You can be sure of that. Your intelligence, your great mind has nobody has been up here. You formed a hypothesis and everything. You formed your own test in your mind.
Oh, goodness. Look at them. Hand motions and all. Ooh.
But
there we go.
There is.
Nope. Maybe.
I
just want to point out that you can still hear us.
I know.
You have walked up the steps, and you have formed your hypothesis. You have already figured out up in your head what is going on in this attic. Nobody's been up in this attic. Only dust and cobwebs are before you. Nobody could have been here. The smell is damp. The roof is probably leaking somewhere.
It smells like a damn attic.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it appears like not up here, so time to work downward. So I will back down the steps and rejoin my companions.
Okay.
And let them know.
Alright, so you shout out to your companions and what you find out. Mr. Housing, what are you doing?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Or he had to be right back.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to him. Corbin, what are you doing?
Well, the door's open, right?
Yeah.
So, what do I see in the room?
Alright, so you're taking a look in the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into the room from.
Are you sure? Do you want to phone a friend?
No.
Okay. Do you want to use another lifeline?
I want to look into the room. I just don't want to step into it.
So you peer into the room.
Damn duck.
And there is the room is cluttered. There are candles on the floor. There are bits and pieces of paper and clothing items that are on the floor. 2 beds that are unmade and pretty much stripped down to the bottom of the bed. There is a chamber pot sitting in the middle of the room, and as you begin to peek your head into it, you get a big whiff of something that's been in there for a while. It's definitely fresh. Yeah. You look to left and right. There are 2 wooden chests in the room that are pretty much the same of what Amara's seen. Not relayed to you, but not well kept, not put together well, and just falling apart.
Do I notice anything about the papers on the floor, and are the candles have no wick as well and all the way down? Like you explained.
You notice on one of the papers there's some writing. And on the candles you don't notice much of anything. They're just worn down and just
okay,
no
so
wicks.
they're kind of like
wax is just covering them. Yeah, it's
I'd like to look at the papers.
Okay, give me a perception check. All right, you pick up
Damn.
the piece of paper and you begin to read it. It says, "Today a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. I gave him a glass of water." I needed to
I laughed
include
silently.
a dad joke
I laughed
into the campaign, and there's your dad joke for the day.
I laughed quietly to myself, and I memorized that for future use.
The dad inside you just notes it. I will remember this.
Corbin will remember this.
That wasn't the only paper, though, right?
All the other papers are blank as you begin to overturn them.
Okay.
Just a terrible pun on one.
All right.
Very terrible.
I guess I'll step out of the room and basically tell him I haven't really found anything.
Triss, as the others are checking their rooms and going in, you are listening into your room. What do you want to do now?
Which door was it that I didn't scrape my earrings on?
The one to the west.
Okay, I will slowly open the door to the west or east. West.
West. The door. I knew what you were saying.
Okay.
The door gives you some trouble. At least the handle does. You begin to turn it, and it seems jammed. And you turn it some more. It almost.
If I feel resistance, I'm not gonna go further.
Okay. It seems like somebody's holding it on the other side. Because it gives at first and then goes back.
Hello? And I'll knock.
The rest of you hear this. And there's a knock at the door. And then there's some shuffling in the room.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Just trying to like stage whisper. I think I found them.
What was that?
I'll proceed to move towards him.
Okay. If those of you want to move towards, go ahead.
We'll also start heading that way.
Triss moves towards the steps and just like whispering and waving her hands frantically. It's pointing. And you just can't quite make out what she says until you get right in her face and she's like, "There's somebody in the room."
Which one's Triss's token?
Huh?
The purple one.
Purple one.
Okay. That's
One
what I
with
thought.
the loot.
I get up to the door. I quickly get up to the door quietly, and then I like point like the north end or the west end, which
West.
I give a thumbs up, and I kick down door.
You give me a strength check for me.
Oh God.
It's gonna be a kid behind that door.
Oh my god.
A little orphan.
Give me strength, D&D gods. Oh my God, no!
Corbin blows up another orphanage. No, you begin to lay into this door, and you kick it, and your leg bounces off of it, and you just stare at the door, stunned after giving this mighty kick towards it. And the door goes click, click, and just opens just slightly.
Key point, flurry blows. No. No, I'm not. I do that. Okay, and just, I guess I'll kick down door again. Just
So
like yeah.
easily this time it is open, so you just kick it open, and it goes thud with a loud cacophonous bang against the opposing wall, where the room that Corbin was just checking, and you peer into the room ever so slightly. Before you, you see a basin that seems to have some pretty old and dirty water before you, as far as you can tell. And then to the right, the room gets a little more obscure. The dark room is hardly lit. There's curtains pulled across every single window. What do you want to do?
I don't. So what's the room light again? You said it was like
It's dark.
semi-
It's dark. You can't quite see anything in the room except for what's in front of you. The light from behind you is illuminating this basin that seems to be of dirty water, but you can't quite tell.
I look at the party. It's like, does anyone here have a light?
Yeah, actually, and I'll cast dancing lights.
Nice.
Okay. And do you throw them in the room?
Yeah.
So, he throws them into the room. Give me 1 second. And the room opens up where you can completely see what is before you. You tilt your head in, and these dusty, old, moth-eaten curtains cover each of the windows. There's 3 in total. You see an old mirror that is shattered, and bits and pieces of it lay on the floor. An old wardrobe immediately to your right. And further in the room, seems to be a bath basin and a little couch sitting in the middle of the room. This must have been a bathroom of some sort.
Oda, do you see anybody?
No, not anyone here. I'm gonna go further and cover my back.
That's a lot of space, but okay.
I'll follow him, man.
You step in, arms ready, legs ready. Strike at anything that comes out of the dark. You look towards the end of the room. You see a cobweb-covered stove sitting in the back corner. A few buckets lay about. It might have been used to heat some water for this bath that's laid in the middle of the room. You come closer to this basin to your immediate west, and it's an old clothes washing basin with a little scrubber attached to it. The water has a film across it of mold. The smell reaches you. It smells just like death.
Did you say
Death. Oh. Oh, you don't want to drink that. All right. I'll go to right here.
Which is
and,
going to plant his
in the middle of the
straight in that.
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna go in the middle of the room, and I'm gonna go look at the the closet here on the east of me.
Yep.
Does it look like it's been used recently, or
It doesn't look to be used recently. It's covered in dust. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Attention, Daddy.
Yeah, I know. Dog's punching me. I think I'm gonna go is open up this wardrobe here.
Begin to
See
reach
what's in
for
there.
the cabinet. You feel some resistance on it. You begin to pull even more resistance to it. You yank it open, and before you lies a whole bunch of clothing just piled and just comes falling out on you. There's old linens and shirts, skirts, pants. Doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. They're all worn. Bits of stains and whatnot throughout them. Moth-eaten. But they're fresh and quote-unquote clean.
I'll whisper to Corbin and see if he thinks it's safe to come in.
While he was doing that, I wanted to look at the curtains. Go to the floor on the windows. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Do I see like any bulges from the curtains on the windows? Like if someone's hiding behind them?
You see a giant penis-shaped bulge. No. There is no... Like, give me an investigation check first. Or perception.
Is that Ryu?
Perception.
Ryu from Street Fighter? What are you doing?
Guys, this is Handjob Cabin.
Okay.
It's so dry. You begin to peer around the room, and you don't see any bulges. You see the wind ever so slightly blow one of them, but it's not enough to conceal a body behind one of the curtains.
So it seems like one of the windows might be open.
Possibly.
I'll answer Trish's question. It's like I don't see anyone in here, and I want to move towards the window that I saw the curtain move.
It's the one to your
And
immediate
then check
left.
behind it.
Yep.
Okay.
You
And I want to check behind it.
You walk towards it, throw it open, expecting there to be a wide open window, and it's closed.
Okay. And then I'll just look around the room, considering.
All right. So you all begin to look around the room. Harbian, what are you doing?
So I've walked into the room at this point. I've noticed, checked the cabinets. Is there anything else that hasn't really been checked in the room yet?
There's a couch, there's a tub, there's a stove, a mirror that's been shattered. There's the items in the back of the room that haven't been touched.
I mean, anywhere like a person could hide though, because there was resistance on opening the door.
There was somebody in here. I heard them. I know I did.
Give me a perception check.
You and your perception checks.
I mean,
I'm
I'm not
sure
just
you
gonna
didn't hear
give you
correctly.
guys stuff.
Give me stuff.
I'm not gonna give you
Oh,
fuck
God.
all.
How? I'm 9 again.
We're gonna
So
search
you look
this
around the
entire
room,
place.
and you don't think anyone could hide in the tub. It's empty from your perspective. Under the couch, you would be able to see behind the couch. It's like a half couch with the backing and the arm, almost like a lounger. Nobody could hide in that stove, not from what you can see.
All right. Well, Tris, I don't really know where else we can look in here.
I'm telling you, there was somebody in here. I don't know where they are, but I heard them and they stopped me from opening the door.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back out of the room because I don't believe Tris
Thank
at
you,
this
Zach.
point. There's no real evidence of a person. As much as I would love to continue searching, there's other rooms and we got shit to do. So I'm gonna head back out the room.
All right. Amara, what are
And-
you doing during all this?
Real quick, Dakota had said something before me and Coffee interrupted.
What, Dakota? You're muted.
Well, let's see here.
If
clothes are
if
just
you're-
falling
if
on
you're-
you.
If you're looking
Yeah,
to do
oh, yeah.
something else in the room, we're gonna have to hold because we have other people who are.
Oh,
waiting.
yeah, no, that's fine. Go ahead.
I think he said
Go with.
drink.
Drink. Oh, okay. Amara.
I think initially I would have been drawn by the excitement of thinking somebody was in here, but after having seen like nobody really having said anything, nobody interacting with anything from where I can see, and also considering that Oxford had mentioned that there was nothing sort of up here. Well, oh yeah, that was a question I was thinking about earlier. Was did you mention that no one was up in the attic, right, Oxford? But not that. Did you also relay like your logic of like they'd either be up or down?
I think I was announcing that as I was kind of going through, as everyone was stopping at all these doors. Like, I'm just keeping going. So I would venture to say that I did that, yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If that's the case, then I think I would probably start making my way slowly back downstairs, but I don't want to go far. Probably just to the foot of the stairs and start surveying my options for the first floor again.
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for playtests. All right. Anywho, I had to fix something. So you're making your way downstairs, walking fast,
Yeah.
faces pass.
Just
No,
want
no,
to
no, 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 no.
sort of go to the foot of the stairs, not like too far from everyone else, and just start surveying options.
Okay. I should probably just do this. There we go. Okay. Here. Then Oxford, what are you doing?
Well, as I know my companions were stopping towards doors and not following me, and I made my chant of, where I think everything's going to be, I'm assuming I can kind of, like, not worry about, like, movement speed, per se, and just go to the other staircase with Amara.
Yep.
And descend the stairs.
Alright.
I'm going down!
Alright,
Turn.
we'll let you go downstairs as they're chatting around in the room upstairs. So what are you doing down here? I'll allow you to continue. What are you doing down here?
Am I supposed to see something different?
Oh, sorry.
That's why I was like, you said
I
here?
moved- So I have to physically move a token onto the map on my screen.
Gotcha. So you just said here, and I was just like, I'm assuming I was
Alright, there
moved,
you
but okay. So there are doors here. I think I'm gonna move to the set of double doors here and open that.
So the doors as you approach are beautifully decorated in stained glass, with an image of cherubs and gods just basking among the clouds and the sun, and it is gorgeous, well cleaned, well kept. You open the door, it swings gently open. Into this beautiful ballroom space. Nice, wide open entertainment space with two hanging, beautiful, ornate chandeliers. Above the fireplace, there's a beautiful painting of a windmill sitting on the top of a hill. Along the molding of the room, you see ornate roses and rose vines weaving in and out throughout the whole entire room, where there's bits of quarter pieces and halfway pieces that are shaven and shaped to make these giant roses hanging off the ceiling. The floor is immaculate tile that is well kept, that flows from the main foyer area into the ballroom. It is cleaned and mopped. There's no bit of dust on it whatsoever. In the corner of the room, in the north part of the room for you, there is a piano sitting just gently in the corner with the same ornate woodwork that you've seen in this room. Possibly 2 fake plants sitting in the corners of the room, but you can't quite tell. You're not really concerned about that. They're plants.
Quite odd in here, Amara. This room seems immaculate compared to all the others I've seen. I'll step in, and I would assume that would be the kind of the length of my
When
turn.
you step in, you're overtaken
Let's do it.
by the beauty of this room. Hardbean, is there anything you would like to do? Are you considering upstairs or downstairs?
I'm going back downstairs.
Okay.
I'm following the intelligent one.
Okay.
Yeah, if it matters at all, I probably would have followed.
Okay, you can move your tokens over that way as well.
Yeah, I followed him in.
Yeah. So I came in the room. Well, Oxford, this room does seem, like you said, a little cleaner, so maybe we check it out. So I'm going to browse the room. I see there's a fireplace.
Yep, you see the painting that I described as well with the windmill sitting on the top of a hill.
Okay, let's see. Is there any...
Go ahead.
Is there just anything else, like, different with this room? Something that, like, just kind of a clean room we walked into?
It is clean. It is kept. It is beautiful as it's intended to be.
There's some doors over here. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm moving towards these double doors over here.
Okay.
For the rest of the house to be so clean. So I'm going to open up these double doors. Just not a full open. Kind of first I'm going to kind of like, you know, I've not had very much luck listening. So at this point, I'm just going to kind of open it and, you know, not full open, but kind of peek in to see if I can see is it dark or kind of get a better idea of it, if it's something we want to move forward with. And obviously, if there's resistance, then I'm gonna stop as well.
Sorry, nose was bothering me. All right. So, you.
Oh, I thought it's part of the drama.
Yep. There's no handle. It's just a push door, and you believe it's a push door, and you go to lean on it, and it doesn't budge, and then you realize it slides to the right, and slides to the left, crisscross. Everybody, clap your hands. Thank you. And that's where we'll end tonight, everybody. Thank you.
Oh,
Got it on a good note.
fuck you.
Yeah. So then we sliding it open, baby. You know.
Slide open before you.
Crisscross.
With the same well-kept area that the ballroom is, before you lays a dining area that is the same well-kept style and effort as the previous room. There is 5 tables sitting before you with numerous chairs just littered around them. Doesn't seem that anybody kept order to them. No linens seem to be covering the tables, as you would assume for somebody prim and proper would as they would entertain. To your left, there is a wardrobe, possibly. It's a big cabinet to your left, and on top there's several bottles of wine. The far end of the rooms, to your immediate left and right and far ends, there's 2 doors. One left, one right.
Well, am I supposed to? Mine is still blank. I didn't know if
It did not reveal for you?
it did not reveal. No. There it is. Okay. Cool. More doors.
I
Why do those chairs look like mushrooms?
That is a good question.
And that's where we'll leave you. Gentlemen
Yeah.
upstairs. And lady. Give me 1 second. It's not letting me shift to that view. There we go.
All right, I gotta be right back. Sorry.
Yep.
All right.
Takoda.
All right, so we just opened up this entire closet. Clothes fell on me. I'm gonna go just look at the clothes. I'm like, huh. Well, these are really fancy clothes. Are they fancy?
Anything pretty?
I don't really wear this fancy stuff. I would think Oxnard will figure this out, but I'd toss them. And I look at the mirror next to me, and do I see any like? I know it's broken, but do I see any like impact to it or something that would shatter the mirror?
You see... Give me an investigation check.
All right. Let's do this again. Investigate. Activate. Ha!
Ha-ha!
Yeah.
Surprise!
16.
So
Surprise
you
attack.
see a fist-shaped punch that has been punched clear through the mirror and the backing of the mirror. Somebody really didn't like this mirror. You don't see any blood or bits of flesh that you think you would if somebody were to actually punch through.
Interesting. And there's nothing going on with the actual like with the framing of the mirror, just shattered glass.
Just shattered glass and a punched hole through.
Very well.
So, give me 1 second. So, Mr. Housing, now that you are back, your companions have checked a few rooms in the manor. They have checked a bathroom or a bathing room, two seems to be servant rooms or guest rooms, and then there's a small study that has that had 2 books in there that were rather uninteresting, but Harbian picked one up and left the room. He went downstairs with Oxford and Amara, and they're checking out the ballroom and the dining area right now. And you are still upstairs. What would you like to do?
I'm just adding something. I probably would stick with the larger mass of the group.
They're split 3 and 3.
Oh, 3 and 3. Then
Like Zoinks!
I definitely stay with the more intelligence half of the group.
All right, you went downstairs then. Is there anything that you would like to do downstairs?
I have the same intel stat.
As I said, you're downstairs. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
Takuda feels a little insulted. He just felt insulted.
Is Takuda smart enough to be insulted?
I'm gonna wander down the stairs just a hair after everyone, after peeking in all the rooms that they had opened, just
taking notes.
Glancing and noting, opening a couple of my books, just jotting some things down.
Okay.
I
And
get
then
the feeling the gods are looking down on me.
All right. If there's nothing else you want to do, I'll go back to Mr. Dakota. Mr. Dakota. All right.
Hello there.
Oops. Let's go back upstairs. What are you doing, Mr. T? A pretty fool.
I think I'll leave the room.
All right.
And I'll gesture to the guys, like, if you can find anything, you know what to do. Just holler, scream like a little girl. I don't know.
Can do.
I'll go to this door here.
Okay.
And I'll kick it down.
Give me a strength check.
Ah, damn it.
Said the Goliath monk. Hey, that's better.
Hey!
There we go. You kick it clear off its hinge. Come on, reveal it for me. Please. There we go. And it bounces and slides this mirror that you now see as you watch the door go flying off its hinge, and shifts the mirror slightly to the side, and the door falls down straight in front of you. Before you see a fireplace and a bed that is made. There's a carpet in the room that is moth-eaten, but everything is covered in cobwebs and dust.
Indeed. I guess I will do is step over that door that I kicked down, and I will. Can I perform an investigation check on the room?
Yeah.
Yes. A 7.
So you hear shuffling in the chimney. Who wants to go towards the chimney and stick their face up in there? Just kidding. Dude,
I know that trick. Wait a minute.
Hello there.
A couple of the other guys don't know what it is, but I know Nick and Butch and Jay know it. So, oh man, that was funny. Anywho,
It's cool, my hands, man.
there was a monster or a ghost hiding up in the chimney in a one shot I ran.
What's your name again? Ririk.
Ririk.
I'm sorry. It's all right.
It's all right.
That's all right.
Fuck you. I love that.
I love that combo going.
I don't remember whose head got stuck in the chimney and ours.
It was ice.
Yeah, it was. He was so upset. All right. You look around the room, and you're in awe of all the cobwebs. You didn't realize that there's so many cobwebs that could amass in one place.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of cobwebs.
Fascinating.
Feel like, yeah, it's fascinating, interesting. And I guess for my last action before my turn ends, the fireplace.
Yep.
Does it seem like it's been lit, like recently, or did something to it in the past or something? Like, does it look like recently used?
No, unfortunately, it's cold. It's void of any kind of ash or anything of the sorts. It is absolutely cleaned out.
I'll yell out to the fellas, the martial fellas out here, because the intelligent guys went downstairs. I will yell out to them from the room. It's like, does anybody want to check inside this fireplace?
No.
There's nothing.
A god just reaches over Triss out of nowhere and just says, "No."
Okay, but a lot of cobwebs in this room. I don't see anything interesting. It ends my turn.
Okay, Corbin, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm just gonna look around. I don't see any books in this room, right?
Negative.
All right, then. I guess I'm gonna go to the opposite corner and then peek into the other two rooms. I'll start with the north one.
The north one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open it slowly. If there's no resistance or anything, I'll fully open it and look in.
Opens up with ease. It is actually one of the easier doors that you had to deal with in here. besides trying to rest your ear up and listen into one. It mechanically it opens up well, and you peer into the room, and this is actually kept. It's dust free. The bed is made. Looks like with fresh linens. The fireplace has a few stacks of wood in it, and there's a dresser and a suit of armor sitting in the room. This seems to be the master room with how it's laid out.
Okay, I'd like to go in and investigate.
Okay. Do an investigation. What are you looking for specifically?
Books, papers, anything with like writing.
Okay.
Or like it, since it is clean, like any evidence of who has been here.
Okay.
Along those sorts.
Investigation. So you peer into the room, you look around for any kind of scripture, writing utensils, writing period, books, scrolls, and you cannot find anything of the sort. This master bedroom, for how clean it is and looks livable, there doesn't seem to be anything that is in anything in writing. And
But it does look like someone's lived here.
somebody has definitely lived here, because it's compared to the other rooms that are covered in cobwebs and dust, this is fresh and clean.
And is that a cabinet on the left side?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to search it.
You step into the room and you begin to pull the drawers. There's clothing well folded and placed very neatly in each of the drawers.
And nothing's under the clothing, it's just clothing.
Just clothing. You search through
Okay.
the whole entire thing.
Alright, I'll proceed out, and then if you want to shift to someone
Yep,
else, what
gonna-
I'll end up doing next
Cool.
is the next room.
Triss, it is your turn. You're muted.
Good talk.
It's better than me describing the whole fucking attic and then having to do it again.
It's like, please, someone clip that, and everyone, please watch the clip.
Yeah.
I'm very confused because I know I heard somebody in this room. I want to look for footprints in the dust.
Okay. Go do an investigation for me. You look through the dust and the footprints that you and your comrades have laid into this place, but there is absolutely zero footprints beside you and your comrades.
Alright, well, that's
can be
fucking
certain
weird.
that there was nobody in this room prior to you guys. However, you did hear something in this room.
I am going to casually glance through the clothes that fell on Takuda and see if there's anything, nice and fancy and that might fit me.
Do perception.
And
They're all servant clothing, as far as you can tell.
well, that's no use. All right. Well, I'm gonna go lift up this rug.
Okay. You lift up the rug, and you begin to see blood etched into. No, you see nothing under the carpet.
All right.
You're attacked by dust bunnies.
They have
Never
a
roll
CR20.
this shit up.
The dust bunnies have a CR20 rating.
Oh.
Fuck. I'm just gonna go hang out at the landing on the stairs and wait for Corbin and Takuda.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna shift to the
intelligent boys.
team downstairs.
Team downstairs.
I like it.
Team downstairs.
I'll take it. It's acceptable.
Team bottom.
Sir.
Team rear.
Team backdoor.
power play.
Team backdoor.
Fuck.
I haven't been that
Oh,
since my college years.
While I was drinking my whiskey. Damn it.
Harvey, or actually, Oxford. We're gonna go with you first.
Yeah, it
Since
was
you're Oxford.
that
You
bird.
want to switch our view down to?
Oh, yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, please.
Switch to bottom, please.
POV.
getting-
We're getting POV now.
Nice.
All right.
Oxford, sir.
So you said I'm like infatuated by the room.
You're just enthralled with how immaculate it is and how ornate everything is and well kept and freshly carved.
So is that any like actual effect other than like, wow, this place looks great?
Yeah, no, this place looks great.
All right, I read into that wrong then. I was
Yes.
like, I'm trapped in the goddamn room. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Not
I was
just me
like-
then.
This
It's
just
a
became
mimic.
shiny at the bar.
Okay. Now, so I'm just like, ooh, this is a room that fits my style. All right, so nothing in here
Tacky.
other than that. I would like to go over to inspect the piano, just because, you know, it's a fancy piano. Why not?
Okay. What are you doing with the piano? Just looking at it?
Inspecting it, kind of lifting the lid, maybe kind of poking at some keys.
You inspect it. You look under the hood, if you will, the insides of it. You check the keys. It is well dusted, cleaned, polished. The wood is unworn like previous areas that you've seen. It is a corner piece, if you will, of this entire ballroom. Somebody would just sit here out of the party and just play something for everyone to dance to, or there would be somebody constantly here, hired musician, to play something. The keys are worn a bit from play, but there doesn't seem to be any order. Every key seems to be well pressed.
What has the acoustics of this house been so far? Like, have we been able to hear each other from room to room?
Yep, you have been.
So theoretically, if I were to play said piano a little bit, it should be able to be heard at various points in the house.
Yes.
So Oxford's thought is, maybe if I kind of toy around on the keys a little bit, our guest of honor might show up from wherever he's hiding, and we might be able to kind of, I don't want to say lure him out, but that's more or less what it is. So I'm going to, pop a squat for a second. I'm going to relay this message to my companions in the room. Maybe if I play a little ditty about Jack and Diane, he'll come out.
All
You
right.
see, the worst part is you and I think the same way. I knew that's where your brain was going to go. Just the song.
Diane.
Yeah. American kids sitting in Heartland.
Oh. All right. So, anywho,
Life goes on.
do a performance
Except in D&D.
check for me. You bust this out of nowhere, and you just start playing along. Triss, you start hearing this piano playing. You're quite intrigued on who it is.
I am. I'll push the head downstairs.
Right. But is there anything you're particularly looking for in playing it? Just seeing if it attracts the.
Yeah, just seeing if it draws somebody out. I can't. It's a fine piano. I mean, I might as well enjoy.
Nothing to your nose says yet. All right, Amara.
I think I would have been, for the first time in the house, taken in by some of the beauty of this room in particular. I think she has thought so far that most of this is gaudy and sort of bad taste, but she particularly likes the say they were like wooden roses.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
I see she has fine taste.
I mean, you could go either way. It could be like somebody made a house out of bones, or
I ate the bones
from your perspective, but or you could just be enamored by somebody making such beauty out of wood. Yeah.
And then as my eyes wander over the room, I'm gonna notice. I'll notice both plants, but I'll head over to the one in the back of the room and just I don't know, just see what I can see. Check it out. Is it a living thing? What kind is it? I don't...
Give in a perception check. So you reach down into this plant, and it's a real plant. It seems to be just some sort of weed that's native to the area that is just grown out of control, but is shaped in a particular way that looks really nice. It's resilient. It doesn't require a lot of water from what you can see, and it's thriving. And there's a dark corner.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna enjoy this moment here with a nice little plant and some nice music. And that's it.
As you're enjoying the plant, you notice a small little bud of a little yellow flower that's at the end of the one of the stems, and you're just enjoying checking it out. You begin to sniff it and let it enter you and everything, and you become pregnant with a plant baby. No, you're just enamored by this beauty and this how dark of an area this has been. You're just enamored by how resilient something like this could be.
I came in at a weird time.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Or he said, either or. They.
Yeah, I mean that's me. I'm just enjoying the moment right now. What necromancer?
Or Russian. Came in at a weird time.
Ooh, too soon.
Anyway, I want to say Morix because it looks like Morix, but Mr. Housing.
I walk into the ballroom with them. I'm still just kind of jotting down in my notebook. Kind of looks like I'm sketching something.
All right.
Just
getting the overall lay of the building.
I'm just. They just see me. Like if they're looking over when he starts playing notes and stuff. You see me take notes on the notes.
Okay.
Notes on notes on notes.
Notes on. I heard you like notes, so we put notes in your notes.
Exhibit? I didn't know you're in Barovia. I live here.
Yeah.
That's where I trap him.
Nobody knows where I live, so I put myself in my. Oh, that's you. Harbian, it is your turn.
All right. So we're gonna enter this room here.
Okay.
Right.
How are you entering this room?
Well, I mean, we opened the door before.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Magic.
Well, no, to be fair, I peeked before, so I'm going to open. No, we slid it because it's a slide, right? Slide to the right, left, and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
So the door's been slid.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna slide into the room.
Ooh.
Just like my DMs.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's how we roll. All right. So I'm gonna stand in the room. Before I move to one of the other doors, I just want to kind of investigate the. Kind of take in. Everything's been clean so far up to this point, so I just kind of want to investigate as I continue to move.
You're gonna what? I'm sorry.
Investigate.
All right. Yeah.
Can I just
Investigate what in particular?
Well, I want to check the room, because I see there's doors. Everything is clean. Everything is put away, but there's like a fireplace. So I don't want to check that fireplace though. You know what? No, I don't. I want to just move to the door. I'm gonna come to this top door.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that. I don't like the way you said that. I don't
either.
You know what? I don't want to go to the door. You know what? I'm just gonna stand in the room and we're gonna move on.
That's meta. Your character moved to that door already.
I'm
So
joking. I'm joking. Yeah. No, I'm
This
already
is
at the
gonna
door.
be a lovely continuous.
No, listen.
He's gonna fuck with us even when there's nothing.
Listen, my mother didn't raise no bitch, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're opening the door.
Your god said no. Don't do it.
Our scribe is writing this down, and my mother didn't raise no.
So you
Got it.
open the door, and before you lays the kitchen. It is covered in dust and cobwebs in certain areas, but others seem to be cleared off and contain some fresh food items from what you can see. There are two small windows on either side of a massive stove that is supposed to support a large gathering that is where you're currently standing. There is a rather large barrel that might or used to hold some sort of spirit or ale, rum, alcohol, something. You're not quite sure what it might have held, but there's a wine rack across from it, and various boxes and crates throughout the room.
I don't see shit in here, guys.
I ain't seen shit.
Yeah, and that's where I'm gonna end it right there because I'm not going in there.
Okay.
Mama raised a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit.
Listen, when it comes to Phasmo, I know where your limits are.
I like the truck. Just for those wondering, I like the truck in Phasmo.
Not to dwell on Phasmo, but when I had the lights off earlier, I was looking at my own camera and saw like dust fly behind me. I was like, "Fucking orbs, man!"
No.
Flickering lights. It's hunting. All right, Dakota.
Hello.
Your turn.
All right. My turn.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. I'll step outside the room and I go talk to.
I'm stepping out.
I'm stepping out. It's nothing important here. No one wants to go in the fireplace. I see Trish and I go.
Chris.
So do
OH.
you? Bard. I don't know. Do you see anything interesting around here? Because I see no necromancer or necromancy stuff going on here.
Yeah, I don't see anything, but that piano music is delightful. I want to know who's playing that.
Yeah, actually, is that where the hell is the rest of the party at? Do they not know not to split up the party?
Apparently.
Okay, well, shall we go down there and investigate with them or what?
I'm with you.
All right. And I who are you?
You're gonna
Is
head
that you?
downstairs.
Corbin
Oh,
is in the
okay.
top right.
You heading downstairs?
Yeah, I'm heading downstairs.
Okay.
Well, you know what? No.
No, you don't get a fucking choice. You're a face of goddamn music. There you are.
Apparently, that's where we're going to face the damn music. Whoever's playing it.
You and Triss are
all right.
going. Triss, are you following him?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I guess we go in here, and I guess we see the rest of the party.
Yeah. You see Oxford jamming out, and you see Amara enthralled with this plant in the corner, just examining the small little flower, as you can see at the end of this this plant. What do you guys want to do? You see exactly how they saw the room, immaculately kept the woodwork, but you're more focused towards the music that's being played in the corner of the room.
I'm more focused towards the music. I don't know what Takuda's doing.
Well, I talked to party. So, has anyone figured out anything here? Because all I'm seeing is just some dust and stuff. But I do have this book I found. It looked like it's been used and read over a couple times. Any of you smart people want to look at it?
Ooh, a book.
Immediately stops playing and just yanks the book out of your hand.
I'll look over here. All right.
I was starting to like you, and I'll take over from where he stopped.
As he takes the book, you just like hip check him and just shove him over on the bench as he doesn't pay attention to it. He just easily slides over on the bench just to read this book, and you begin to play. Give me a performance check, and then Oxford, if you're reading the book, give me a investigation. Give me an investigation.
I read the shit out of that book.
All right, so Triss, you pick up where he left off, and you're easily able to continue playing on the piano. Everyone is enjoying the music. Slightly hitting those notes even more crisper, but you're getting it.
Technically, should that be with disadvantage since I'm not proficient with piano?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good talk. Cool.
You're good.
All right.
And Oxford, as you pick up the book, you begin to read. This is a book on Barovia itself.
A little quick reading about our
It goes
current.
into a brief overview of Barovia, and then it talks about soulless husks living throughout all of Barovia, and this and that, and it gets rather confusing, even for you. And you dead stop on soulless husks, and you begin to trying to get context clues from it. You're reading all around it, trying to read the text that this person wrote into this, and it sounds like somebody was investigating the living beings in Barovia and their connection with souls and the gods, but it was inconclusive.
This was an older book.
Very old book from your reading. There's no
Soulless
dating on
husks.
it, and as you begin to sort through trying to find any kind of editorial information, and you come to the by page, the title page, and it's written by a Victor Mordenheim.
Well, soulless husks, it would make me think as if this issue of necromancy has been going on long before this current necromancer has been here. But I'll have to investigate further. Has anyone ever heard of a Victor Mordecai Chaim?
Heinrich?
No, Heinrich is my shield.
As you read over the name again, you say Victor Mordenheim. Does anybody recognize that name? No, nobody recognizes that name. You pretty much.
I'm not there to even know when he asked it.
How about you, Heinrich? Have you ever heard of Victor Mordheim? Nein! Ich weiß nicht! That means I don't know.
Yeah. I get you.
Okay.
All
Du
right.
hast.
Du hast mich.
All right, Corbin. What are you doing upstairs now?
I wanted to check that far right room. Just open the door. If there's any resistance, then let me know. If not, I'll just open it slowly.
You pop the
Look
door
in.
open. It's the door's a bit swollen, but you're able to easily pop it open, and reveals a room with a window clear open. With it being open, has blown dust and cobwebs away from the general vicinity that's closest to the bed, and has made the bed and the rug by it a bit moldy from the moisture in the room, as you begin to see black forming at the corners and edges of these pieces. It's definitely somebody hasn't been in here for quite some time.
But that top right window is open.
Correct.
Do I see anything besides the mold and the window opening, or is...
Give me a perception check. Nope, you ain't see shit. No, you look around the room and you just notice that the room is pretty dirty, like a general most of the house, and it's dusty, moldy, moldy more than other rooms because the window is open, letting general moisture in. But besides that, you don't notice anything.
Okay, I just want to peek into the one room we haven't opened and then go downstairs and see what's happening.
Okay, go ahead over there. You pop that door open.
Pop it.
Can you see in there?
No, I still can't see.
What the fuck? Why is it not revealing all the way?
Because lighting is the devil on roll 20.
No, it's not. There we go. I had to hide it first, and then I feel it again. There you go. You pop it open, and it is cluttered with bits of wood, an old mattress frame, an old dresser that's in disrepair, a mop in the corner, a few brooms. It seems to be more or less a storage closet more than anything else.
Ugh. Alright, then I guess I'll proceed downstairs and regroup.
Okay. You head on downstairs with the group. Ha ha!
As a note, I want to be moving my dancing lights into the room that I'm in.
All right, they're with you.
Okay.
All right, Oxford, what are you doing now?
So I've relayed this book, the message of what it's saying, and we'll temporarily stow it and try to decipher it maybe later, but it's very odd that we haven't found this host yet. We must find him. Something's off. So I know that companions have explored through the dining room, and I can see that open, so I'm going to go back into the main room, the main floor.
Okay. You see
There are
Corbin passing you
doors
as you
here.
step in.
I say anything interesting as I come up to him.
Nothing so far. We've got a book that talks about soulless husks, but other than that... nothing.
Did you hold on to that book?
Yeah, it's in my possession.
I gave it to him.
I'm gonna try to inspect the stairs, like around the base of the stairs, underneath of the stairs. I don't know, like, are these a solid, like, or is there, like, pathway underneath?
Give an investigation check.
Wasn't sure if that was a, given.
Sorry, it sounded like somebody was coming downstairs. They seem pretty solid. However, there seems to be a gap underneath.
Like, underneath the front?
Underneath the front.
Is it like something I can lift?
You can't even get your fingers underneath.
But there's a gap. I call out to everyone in the other room. There appears to be a gap under the stairs.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Can someone come and push these, maybe?
Mr. Housing, what are you doing?
I was gonna trot up to you after I saw you start walking away with the book, and hey, you done reading that yet? Mind if I kind of dig into it a little? I'll give you a hand here pushing, but
As long as I get to read it again later, this isn't a finders keepers thing, right?
no, I just have a thing for books.
I mean, I've noticed. I'd love for you to share some of those sometime, but here you go. So I'll hand over the book.
Thank you.
I feel cooperative with Dan because of his love of books like mine.
As I put it in my my leather bindings and tighten it up for a minute, I'll read that after I give you a hand here, and I put my hands up on the. You want to try and push the staircase?
Give it a
I
shot.
want to come help since I was in the vicinity.
I'm almost assuming that it's a push like the side, because if pushing back, I don't think it's going to do anything.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
This is going to be bad.
No, God.
Really good.
That actually worked out.
Oh, shit.
So Corbin slips on the carpet a little bit and face plants into the staircase. However, with Dan's help and you're just surprising yourself strength, you're able to just begin to try and move the staircase, and as you move it, you begin to notice that it doesn't slide left or right. It slides back and up slightly, and it keeps hitting a latch of some sort. You hear a click.
I guessed wrong on the direction. So we're being blocked by something.
Correct.
Seems to be a latch somewhere that we'll have to find. I would assume that would be enough to end the turn, in all fairness.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Harbin, you heard some of the commotion. What are you doing? You're muted, my friend.
All right, there we go. I probably want to move back towards the commotion.
Okay.
So we're gonna move towards this door. We're gonna come through the door.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna check Oxford. You good? We good?
This staircase appears like it can be moved, but there's a latch of some kind somewhere that we have to find.
10-4. Can I do an investigation? See if I can investigatively find the room looking around? Or is that perception?
You're investigating around the room?
Yeah, I'm looking for the latch.
All right, give me an investigation check.
And
I'll do an investigation check. All right.
So you search around the room, and you're not quite sure what you're going to look for. You're looking for a lever, a button, a switch. You don't know. You're just looking around, but you can't quite find anything. Yeah, I'll allow you to do one other thing if you would like.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Amara, what are you doing? You still shirking that plant?
No, I think I've had my fill of had my fill of appreciation. I think I'll have made my way out
Making my way out.
from the commotion as well. And
Walking slow now. I'm stairs bound.
what's going on out here?
Feel like
The room.
you're down with us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Look at the Oxford here. Found ourselves a secret passageway. We just gotta find the switch to open.
So we're looking for a switch.
switch, lever, something.
Okay. All right. So, I guess I'll come over this way, and it seems like probably the most logical place to start is maybe one of maybe this fireplace in front of me. Just start. I don't know. I guess looking around for something.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Exactly. Something out of place. Something that looks a little more raised. Something that looks
I forgot the second verse, but it goes something like secret tunnel.
All right. So, sorry, Butch. What are you doing exactly? You're searching
just,
for anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, basically like any sort of something that looks like it's a little more raised than it should be. Something that looks maybe off symmetrical. Yeah, anything that might cue me into it being, I don't know, a trigger or a switch of some sort.
I want you to roll me a D100.
Yeah. Love these rolls. Get a 12. Feeling a 12, man.
Hey, if you get a 12 on a divine intervention, that's helpful.
Only if you're level 13 or lower
If you
higher.
add a 12, that gets to 100.
So, you look around the fireplace. Don't seem to find anything raised or would constitute some sort of switch or button or lever or anything hidden.
But
No but.
No, that's it. No buts.
That's it.
No buts at all. No buts.
all right, cool.
While the shot was fantastic, it was a miss.
Alright. I think.
No,
I think-
that meant something else to me. So I'm.
Running out of time.
We're all gonna die.
All right, so let's go to Dakota.
Hi. Let's see here.
Kuda.
So, God, two. Okay. So I'm gonna. I guess I'll venture with the entire party here. I'm gonna see them trying to manhandle.
What am I,
some-
chopped liver?
You can follow ahead if you want to. Bard.
Play that funky music.
And I go where the bloodstain is over there. Like, I'll be. The fuck just out. There I am. Okay. I'll go where the bloodstain is. Yeah, it disappeared. And I know that is Takuda knows that it's dried because he touched it earlier, and he just looks up, like directly above, like where the stain was. So he sees the stains. And he just looks up, and does he see anything weird with the ceiling or anything like that?
No, you look past the balcony that surrounds the second floor of the walkway, and you look up and towards the ceiling, the vaulted ceiling that is the floorboards of where Oxford was walking upon, looking around the attic upstairs. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. It's a bit dark, but you don't quite see anything.
I turn around to my fellow companions, and I ask, "Have you found anything at all? Or what have you guys been doing here?"
Secret tunnel.
Hanging out, having a coke.
It appears there's a gap underneath of the stairs, so we're thinking there's something there, tunnel, staircase, ladder, something. but we cannot get the staircase to fully move. It's stuck on something. I'm thinking there could be a latch of some kind.
So I'll go to mode. Let me see this gap you speak of.
Look, gap.
Thank you. Thanks, wise guys. So I will I'll kneel down and check out the gap. Now is it like is the gap between two like like a brick flooring or something like something hard, or is this like a wood on top of the gap?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Okay.
I got DM'd something.
Oh, cool. So the gap is just a staircase on top of it, right? Like a wooden staircase on just on top of that gap thing.
It is a quarter inch gap you see, and it's just dark, and it's normal construction wouldn't leave something like that.
And it's just the staircase right there, right?
Yeah.
Right on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and the staircase is of course made of wood, right?
Yep.
I will roll strength check.
Okay.
And I will try to break down the staircase.
Okay.
Oh, you son of a!
You go to punch it, and just wham, and your fist goes straight into the first step there, or actually the second step, trying to get some space behind it, and the pain just vibrates up your arm. This is not typical wood that you're punching. Something's up with this.
Been there.
The narrative is not on our side.
Would you say it's hardwood?
I would say it's built with the bodies of the previous player characters.
So very fragile.
Not six.
Got it.
I found a skull. No. Well. Let's see here. You guys haven't found a switch or anything like that around here?
Nothing.
We ain't found shit.
Well, I guess I'll end my turn right now. Give someone else a turn.
Triss?
I seeing everyone else exit the room, like I don't want to be left alone. So I will bring my song up to a crescendo and do the the full sweep of the keys.
All right.
And then I will I want to notice if anything's out of tune on the piano, and then I will go join them.
All right, do a perception check. Nothing seems to be out of key on the piano. And when you do your crescendo, the staircase opens up. No, it's not that easy. The nothing happens, and you get up and you begin walking towards the rest of the group. What do you would like to do out there?
It wasn't a bad guess.
What guess? I'm just making a show. So there's 3 doors that we haven't seen in this room, or that we haven't explored in this room yet. I'm gonna go open this one.
You reach for the door handle, and it gives some resistance when you begin to turn it.
Oh, fuck that. Not doing this again. And then I'll go over here.
Too. All right. Does that complete your turn? Or no, you're checking that one.
Yeah, I'll check this one and then
all right,
be done.
Can you see it? I'm assuming you can see it, right?
I cannot.
I gotta hide. Oh, there we go.
Aha.
So you peer through the door. It opens easily, and it is a public toilet. It's actually... You've never really seen a public toilet laid out like this. Normally, it's just a trough.
Yeah. This place is fancy.
Yo, Two-Bit Tommy.
Indoor
What's going on, everybody?
plumbing.
Welcome to my
Artemis
stream.
is
We're
big
playing
in
some
Barovia.
D&D. Thank you.
Careful, if you sit
Thank
on
you
it,
so
it sucks
much.
out your soul. through your
Megabits
ass.
raid. Nice.
Oh,
I
Nice,
have
nice,
heard
nice.
that.
Thank you all so much for the
I'll
raid.
be done.
I really appreciate you. Welcome, Doc. We're playing some Dungeons
that's
and
me.
Dragons.
That's
We're
my
playing
turn.
Curse of Strahd,
Nah.
Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm having them do some having them
Dick.
play test a module that I'm making for
Yeah.
D&D. So
That gift
Why
is
do
just
you-
hilarious.
this is quite interesting right now. But yeah,
Why-
I'm a variety
why
streamer.
the
I do
fuck
Dungeons
you
and
have so
Dragons,
many good
do,
so many
I
good
literally
gifts.
search them up as we do
Sorry.
these.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, like I search and I get them.
I do Dungeons and Dragons. I do all sorts of other games. But thank you all so much for popping over. Two-Bit Tommy, thank you so much, man. It's been a while. Hope you and the missus are doing well. I see her right there. I hope both of you are doing very well. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Sorry. So, what are you doing? I had a raid come through.
Cool. Everyone good?
Vox Machina is
See?
great shit to start off
Alright.
with. They are
I
brilliant.
am going to sit there and stare at the
Very nice.
staircase and be like,
Well, hopefully your laptop worked well.
and I'm just gonna start walking away from everyone and back upstairs. And be like, what did you see in the attic?
Saw nothing but cobwebs and no sign of life.
Oh,
Or recent activity, I should say.
I don't know. I just something ain't jiving up with that pile of blood and just kind of where everything's going. I want to take another look up there real quick. And I pull a novel from my side and begin to read it as I walk upstairs.
Okay.
I don't know how far you want me to go.
Nope. We'll take you upstairs. Give me a
Alright,
second.
yeah.
You've
Poke my way into
you've
the
been
attic.
rather bookworming this whole entire time. I'll allow you to move a little bit further. So there are. Hopefully, you can see the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was looking all the way up from where it looked like that body dropped because you said that looked like it was from the attic, right?
No.
Oh,
No. Takuda was trying to look and see if that was the case, and it did not.
oh.
Body?
Yeah, it's a big fat negative. Ghost Rider.
There was a body?
Nah, the blood glumps and shit.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed something.
No. So as I get up to this floor, you see me kind of, whoever's following me, you kind of see me scanning through my book from the notes I took from when I watched you guys open what doors you've opened. And I'm like looking at the staircase, I'm looking at the rooms. I don't feel like they'd put it in a bedroom. I feel like upstairs. And you just see me just aimlessly wander as I just continue to make my way up towards the attic.
Okay. That will conclude you, or do you want to go a little bit further?
I mean, that's up to you. If, anyone else follow me up to the attic? As you just see me randomly rambling shit.
Does anybody take notice to Mr. Housing just wander off?
I'll go with him.
Okay.
Oh, Dakota. We'll go with him.
All right. All right. So
Hey, oh, sorry. I was gonna say, if you're following me, as you see me kind of reading through my book and stuff, you kind of hear my accent break a couple times. And just as I'm reading out things from the book and just kind of come back as I'm making my way upstairs.
all right. So we'll put you guys into the attic. And I should put myself in the attic as well so I can see what you guys see. Mr.
For some reason, Oxford's still in the attic.
I'm hiding here.
Just
It's a very large closet. He hasn't come out yet. Leave him alone.
I've got clones.
Give me guys control. Alright.
I just have the hardest feeling something's going on up here. You take a look on the right side. I'm gonna take a look on the left. See what we find. And I'm just gonna start.
The other way.
I was gonna like, okay, I'll go right, then you go left. Well, I was on the left and you are on the right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Hmm.
You
Oh,
guys
I think
begin
an
to
intelligence
walk
check needs to be
towards these giant cobwebs that seem to be reach to the nether regions of the roof and down towards the ground. Do you guys just go around them? Or are you pressing through them? Just swiping through them?
Yeah, I want to take my quarterstaff and I'll, just like swipe them away with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Push 'em away.
I'm gonna take my time.
And you're gonna walk around them and duck through
Yeah.
them. All right, you duck through them, walk around them, and all right. So I'll give
We'll
you
see
one
which
last
one's right.
thing here. To housing.
All right. I'm just going to make a investigation check
Okay, investigate.
on my wall,
Okay.
and I'm good at investigators.
There. So you peer through the peer at the wall, and you see little slats in the wall. The roof begins to run above your head, and you can see that it runs past this wall, and through it, it is complete pitch black. You see shapes of boxes and whatnot, but that's about it.
I'm just gonna use the last bit and try and shout, "There's something more up here,"
Takuda?
and that'll be me.
And I hear you yell, and you're going down, telling that to the guys downstairs. Then Takuda will be like, "What'd you find?"
It looks like these aren't the outside walls. There's more inside.
I'll
So
roll
there-
investigate. I'll guess Takuda will look and do his investigation thing. Let's see if he sees anything on his side.
Okay. Do an investigation.
Hi. 8.
So you look at the wall and you notice similar slats that are on the opposite wall, but you can't quite see through what is through here. It's either covered up or it's just too dark to see past.
I guess I'll figure out if it's like all the way across to the end of the room, like if this could be like the same thing.
All right. So you continue to walk through cobwebs, knocking it down, I'm assuming. Give
Yes.
me one more investigation check.
God damn it.
And you can't quite see through these slats.
What's a wall?
All right, so we are going to go back to Team Bottom, mixed up with Team Top now, and
Yeah.
let's
You
get
got
it
drafted Team
on.
Top.
What are you guys doing down here? So let's start with Mr. H. Harvey, and what are you doing?
I think what did we move the stairs? Did we move?
Nope. There's a latch or something blocking it.
Okay, we still can't find that.
Nope.
I don't really.
You had companions go upstairs to check upstairs more.
For the latch.
For the latch.
Guys, I'm not really sure what else we could do? Where else we can look?
You can continue looking around somewhere. You can hold your action.
There's more with doors down here, I guess.
Yep.
I can come check this door here.
Okay.
Doors for days in this fucking place.
So, you're easily able to open this door. It opens quite nicely. If it will let me reveal this for you. There you go. And it's a lounge of sorts. Just a few couches, a bearskin rug, and the opposite end of the fireplace. So it seems like it's a double-sided fireplace that you can reach through.
I think I'm good here.
Okay. All right. Let's go with Corbin. What are you doing?
I want to investigate the stairs a little bit more. I want to check it has hand railings, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, I want to run my hands up and down both sides of the handrail, check that, and then also check the sides and under the I guess under where the stairs that curve turn left and right.
Yep.
Where it goes up to the second floor, and I want to check all that.
Okay. Give me 2 investigation checks. One for the railing and one for the
sides.
Yep.
Okay. Investigation. Roll. And then roll.
You go nicely over these areas, like, thoroughly, and you can't find anything out of the ordinary. It's a regular banister, handrail, and then as you go around down to the sides, it's the initial part, where the stairs are. I'm trying to see if I can show you up to here.
Where it gets to the platform.
Yep. Is all wood, and then the platform itself, it turns to a stone holding up that platform, so there isn't anything out of the ordinary there, or movable, or latch worthy.
Hmm.
I'll give you one more thing since you had 2 investigations.
Alright, I want to see, looking through the gap, if I can see, like, what side of the stairs this latches on.
Give me a perception check.
This is gonna go well, probably. Where's perception?
Okay. So you peer through the
I
gap,
figured.
and it's too narrow and too dark for you to actually ascertain anything from that gap. It's difficult. Even for the keenest eyes, it would be really difficult to see anything through it.
Alright. I guess that'll be the end.
Okay. Let's go Triss.
Looking in Harbin's room. I'm sorry, H. How do you say your character's name?
Hardbean.
Hardbean.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looking in there, do I see this chest in here?
Yep.
Is it in the same condition as the one upstairs, or is the ones upstairs?
It's ruddy.
Like it wouldn't hold anything.
Yeah, nah, not really. You can actually see through the slats, and it might contain a few blankets. There's fabric through it.
All right. I'm just gonna go tell Takuda that I can't get this door open, and that I need a little bit more strength.
Takuda's upstairs in the attic, I think.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I need to remove them off
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Bye.
Bye for
Wait,
now.
Oxford's up there, right?
Nope. He's here.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
He didn't opt to go up.
And then okay, retract all that, and so there was more resistance on that door, but last time that happened, nobody was there. And I thought there was somebody, so maybe you guys, maybe somebody else wants to check that.
Triss starts babbling about something about doors and someone being on the other side of the doors. Corbin, it sounds familiar to you, but the rest of you're like, what? Does that end your turn, Triss? Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I'll well, actually, I want to see if I can, like, this side of the fireplace should match this side, right?
Yep.
I want to see if I can look through the fireplace and see into this room.
Yep. So you bend over and get down pretty low to look through, and it is easy to see through the flames. Both of these are actively lit, as it was as you entered, and you can see through the flames into this other room.
Okay. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Yep. Dwayne. Oh, he already had his. Corbin had his. Amara.
So, would we have heard Dan's shout from above?
Give me. Yeah, you would have heard it. You would have heard it quite muffled, but you would have heard it. You wouldn't have been able to make out exactly what he said, but you would have heard him.
Okay. I guess I'd like to make a cursory pass of a similar investigation that I had tried on the fireplace last turn, but instead on these columns, and then with whatever else I can manage, if I don't find anything for those, I'd like to start making my way upstairs to find Dan.
All right, do an investigation on those columns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go over them once, and there's nothing out of the ordinary with them. You peer from high to low, looking for the slightest splinter that might be out of place, and nothing. It's just a typical support holding up the second level.
Okay.
And you're gonna make your way upstairs, walking fast, faces past.
Yeah. Quick question. Would you allow me to roll, I guess, an insight just to get a sense for how what my gut is telling me at this point? Just a personal I don't know.
Sure.
How am I feeling about this search? Is it fruitful? Is it? I don't know.
Yep. Go ahead, give it insight.
Channel your inner mushroom.
Mushroom stamp. Your general gut feeling is you're in the right place, but something's amiss. You're not hitting the nail on the head.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Head
All right. Yeah,
upstairs.
I'm gonna make my way upstairs.
All right. Oxford, sir.
Alright, something I don't feel like we have done, or at least I don't remember anyone doing it yet, because I know I was in and out. I'm going to do an Arcana check here on the stairs to see if I can figure out maybe there's a magical latch of some kind.
Okay. Nothing mechanical or nothing magical seems to be coming from the stairs. However, you sense a fuck ton of arcana down further past the stairs.
Like down below.
Down by the river. There
Fuck
is
in a van.
it is the stairs have to be something mechanical, not arcana.
Okay. Well, there's no magic afoot here. So there's got to be a switch somewhere. Question is, where will this switch be? And did we, like, locate... Not even, like, the switch, but did we locate the latch itself?
No. You're just pushing it and you can feel it and hear it, but you can't quite tell where on the steps it resides, or even if it is on the steps.
That was the thing. I was like, if I could trace it somewhere else further in the house. Because I'm beginning to think that the switch is not on the stairs. Maybe not even in this room.
I'd like to mention something to Oxford.
Okay.
I do remember that those suits of armor were quite heavy. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Could always check and see. I'm not quite sold on that. Question is, would the switch be on this floor or another? Well, let's try this room we haven't looked at yet.
Okay.
I'd like to open the door.
You feel some resistance on the handle, like somebody's holding it shut.
So I can't open it.
You can. You're just gonna have to force it open. You want to continue?
All right. Yes, I will.
You force it open. Come on. There we go. And the
A
door
dragon
comes popping open.
In a dungeon.
It is a small study. Various literature is placed on the shelves, and on the table there's a few books, a small key, and a what appears to be a worn-out scroll.
All right. I will pocket the key.
Okay.
And investigate the scroll.
The scroll is completely sealed. It has a windmill wax seal to it.
Almost like we've seen that symbol before.
Oh my god.
Damn windmills. Alright, I will put that in my pocket for now as well.
In your pocket, sis?
Last but not least, I will kind of scour the room for any sort of switch device lever thing, pressure plate bullshit.
Okay. You start pulling books. You start moving desks in the desk and the chairs and everything. Nothing indicates any kind of lever or switch.
Nothing in this room.
Okay. End your turn.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that would be fair.
Mr. Housing.
Hmm.
Back up to you, my friend.
All right. So we peeked around up here and pretty much figured out that we need to go find another fucking switch to activate this fucking secret trapdoor. And imagine, is that what you were telling me?
No.
About that investigation? Oh.
Your investigation, you can see through, but you can't quite see what is through there. And on the on Takota's side, the same thing. He couldn't see through it. He doesn't know if it's covered by cloth or if there's some if it's just too dark.
Through his slits.
Yep. His are a little more placed closer together than yours, but they're pretty much just the same makeup.
Alright, so I guess I'm going to scour the top floor and shout down towards them, like, well, we found ourselves 2 more rooms up here. I don't know if there's a door handle I gotta find up here, or maybe you guys want to look down on that 2nd floor, see if you find something that makes something work.
Dan makes an attempt to make himself audibly clear to you guys, and you hear him.
Yeah, I step over to the staircase to
Yep.
start hollering this down as loud as I can.
Hey!
Good.
No.
I'm telling you guys, we need to figure this out. We've been kind of walking around for a while. So I guess I will make an investigation on my floor. Make sure there's nothing up here.
Okay. Give an investigation. So
Hey.
you peer through this whole entire area, and as you're investigating, you start hearing skittering noises above you. But you notice that, as you're checking through the areas, you notice that both sides seem to not be the end of the attic.
Mm-hmm.
But then, just then, you start noticing skittering sounds, and you see Dakota down at the other end of the attic.
I go to yell, and then I don't know if that's probably the best decision. I just kind of mutter, I'd avoid the webs.
You just see Dakota with like a quarterstaff wrapped in webs. Okay.
That's probably going to be a problem for him. All right. I continue shouting down. I don't see a way to open anything up here, so you guys keep looking down there. And I'll let you know if anything changes.
All right. Dakota?
Well, I will, I'm gonna head, back to the entrance of this room.
Are you heeding Dan's advice, or are you just hacking?
Yeah, I'm going back the way I was, and then I'm just gonna like go this way, over here, and then just try to avoid all the webs on the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way down through the attic, and what are you doing now?
Let's see. I'll go talk to. What's your character's again? Name is Moo or?
Oh, Dan.
Dan. Okay. Okay. I'm like, all right, Dan. So we know there's rooms in here, and you didn't see a switch when you investigated, did you?
I didn't see nothing in the room, so
Okay.
something else out of here's got to open it. And plus, there's some not so friendly critters, I imagine, up above.
And I hear this, right, Doug?
Oh yes.
Oh boy. Let's get out of here first. Should we tell the other guys that we hear stuff up here?
You wander down, tell them I'm gonna stand here at the staircase, and I'll let you guys know if the door's open. I know how to stand perfectly still that I'm invisible to them, so it won't be a problem.
I don't understand what you mean, but I'll believe you.
If I don't move, I am completely invisible.
Guys, fuck that.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Okay. Yeah, and I will just go down the stairs of the from the attic, and just peer down to the guys down below, see what they're doing, and just yells like, "Did you guys figure out anything down there? I mean, you're all down there, and there's two of us up here, and we might heard something move up here, so just want to give you a heads up."
All right. What are you guys doing when you guys hear that?
What do you guys do?
I'm still obsessed with this lever on this first floor. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean move?
I'll shout out. Okay, I'll keep searching, and I want to investigate the two pieces of armor by the front door. Since I did the one on the right, I want to check on the one on the left first.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation. What are you specifically looking for?
Since the first one was so heavy, I'm wondering if the second one is heavy as well, and then also if like they're pressing down on any switches, or if there's any levers when it comes to both of them. But
Okay.
I'm going to check
So
the
you're
one,
looking
the
for
one
any
I haven't
mechanical
seen first.
functions in general around them.
Yeah,
Okay.
since they were so heavy.
Okay.
Do you want one investigation check for the one on the left, or two separate ones?
Just one.
Okay.
So you take a look at it. It's heavy as the other one. It's welded together and filled with something, but you can't tell what. You move it around. You move some arms and such, and nothing seems to happen. I mean, you're looking for anything that might be considered a switch, and nada.
Alright. I guess the last thing I'll do is see if I shift them away from where they're standing, see if there's anything under them.
All right, so you shift them away. You hear scraping and screeching on the floor, and nada.
Okay. I guess that'll be it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move my character.
Hardbean, anything you want to do, my friend?
Can I passively pass?
Yeah, you can pass. Your turn.
Yeah, let me pass.
Okay. Triss?
I mean, you could also hold your action, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's nothing he needs to hold. We'll just come back around to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Triss?
Knowing that they're trying to move the stairs, I'm gonna try to like run my. Is there enough room for my dagger to go under the stairs to try to like find where the latch is?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. What if I use my rapier?
Rapier, you're able to snugly fit it in, but you're afraid that you might not be able to get it out again.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Oof. Been there, bud.
I'm gonna shout upstairs and say, "What do you mean movement?" And wait for a response on that. And that's all I got.
Okay, so Coda, you can give a response. You're muted, my friend.
Yeah, about skittering everywhere. You know, like a bunch of skittering above us, above the attic.
Okay.
So might be something coming. I'm not sure.
Oxford.
I'd like to open my scroll.
Okay. You break the wax seal on it,
You got a scroll? No.
and it is blank.
All right, took that
You
away
got a
for
blank
now.
scroll? No.
They were just practicing.
Oh, okay.
You get some orange juice and candlelight or something?
Kind of decoration the independence of this bitch.
Gonna go into the public bathroom
Okay.
and investigate the stalls for any latches.
Stick your head in the toilet and see what happens.
Oh, is that how it works? Is there a hand reaching out of the toilet asking for paper?
Do an investigation check on the loos.
Gets the toilet paper and just does Terminator down
So,
the toilet.
You search through each of the toilets, and there is nothing out of the ordinary with them. No switches, no latches. Maybe just for the doors themselves, so that nobody comes peeking in on somebody in their state of privy.
Well, fuck doodle do. There's only one more room at the front here that I haven't checked, and it's this one.
What you look for?
I will.
Switches
I will
again?
begin. Yep, I will begin to scour this room.
Give a investigation check.
Worst one yet. Goddamn.
You're not finding anything out of the ordinary You're starting moving boxes and things and lifting the bearskin rug, and checking the fireplace. Nothing.
Not finding any switches here. I'm beginning to think we might have more luck on the second floor or the kitchen area.
Amara.
That'll be me.
Fuck. All right. So I guess I'm up on the second floor. If you wouldn't mind switching the
Yeah, sorry.
view. Oh, you're good.
Let me grab you.
Oh. All right. So I'll come by the room that I had entered previously. I'm still not gonna go in. No, I'm gonna bypass that and I don't think I've been this far yet, so I'll look in this room if the door was left open.
It was left open. One of the windows is cracked. This was seems a little bit damp, but there was a book on the table, but Mr. Harbian picked that up, and there's various pieces of literature sitting on the shelf in there.
Takuda.
Oh, Takuda, sorry. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna give like a quick, quick glance around the room, and then I don't know. I just want to see what's going on in the attic. I know that we're being told to like look elsewhere, but I just wanted to. Well, there you go. I'm not. Yeah, I just want to come up to the attic and see what's going on. I'm curious.
When he walks past me, I just tell him, "Don't disturb Dan. He is perfectly staying still. He's out of sight. He's like invisible." That's what he told me.
Invisible?
Yes.
Can I look up the stairs?
Yeah,
he said
you
he's-
clearly see Dan just standing there on the top, near the top of the steps, just standing.
I'm just reading one of the books.
Hey, he just said, "Don't look at him. He's invisible." That's all he told me.
I'm just gonna share a wordless look of understanding with you.
That's what he told me. I know.
And-
Crazy, right?
All right. Yeah, I think I can pick up here next round.
Okay. Who am I missing now? I think you guys upstairs now. I think it's back to yeah. All right, Mr. Housing. Anything?
I peered down the stairs. Is any luck finding anything in them rooms yet? Sorry. Any luck finding anything in them rooms yet?
I've had no luck.
Hey, alright, I'm gonna kind of pop down the stairs. I think, yeah, maybe I'll take a look through a few on my own, and I will I will break my invisibility.
And you'll go down to the second level.
And
Where'd you come from? Oh, I didn't even see. One day you were there, and yeah, you just moved and you were there. Whoa, that's crazy. I just like a look of like disbelief, like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna kind of just peek through some of these doors for the. There's probably two of them on each side, and I'm gonna look at these rooms that look like they're nothing.
Yeah.
And I poke my head in the last one, like, yeah. And here kind of looks important as I walk into this giant bedroom.
This one is undisturbed, or this one is This one is covered in mold and mildew and
Time
dust.
to fail. Time to finally fail my first investigation. Does this look like a master bedroom?
It looks like a guest room.
Oh, that one looks like a guest room. So is this one? Ah, okay. I didn't. Those two look the same. I was like, I will poke my head in here.
Okay.
Notice there's a statue next to me, pat it on the head for like one of those armors. Hey there, buddy. And I'm going to see what I can find in this room.
Okay. What are you looking for specifically? Any latches, switches, and that kind of thing?
Just something like a hidden switch, something.
Are you
Something that would.
wandering around the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my hand on the suit of armor for a second, kind of peer around the room, see if something looks like it's sticking out, and then start walking around.
So, as you begin to wander around the room, you notice by the fireplace there is a wood holder, one of those that is sitting on the ground, and that has scraped in a very particular pattern on the floor, back and forth, and has made a groove in the floor. Naturally unnatural, if you know what I mean. It is over wear and tear, but it is definitely moved from that spot in a very particular motion.
I'm going to try and mimic it.
Okay, you're gonna try and move it that same direction. You begin to notice that as you move this thing, it's on a track, and you hear a slight pop right next to you as you're moving it. And right here, a section of the wall comes sliding open.
Well then, ain't that something?
Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit?
Alright, so I'll look into whatever I just slid out.
Okay. You peer into, and you find a staircase with another statue just chilling out there with a few bits of cobweb all over boxes and a staircase heading upstairs.
Well, I found some. And as I kind of start making my way upstairs, I pat that armor.
Okay. You're gonna wander on
Making
that
sure
way.
nothing. Yeah, make sure nothing jumps out of the armors and kill us. I just kind of poke them as I go by, just kind of give them a pat.
Okay. Helps if I move players to that page.
But like I said, before I went up on my own, I'd call out for the guys.
All right. And
that'll end my turn, I guess.
yeah, we'll just reveal this area to you.
Secret staircase, secret staircase.
And you come to the top of the steps, and you see before you a massive library that's covered in cobwebs. Seems to be made a tunnel or a pathway through the dust and cobwebs around the bookcases. There's books littering the floor on the shelves, and there is lanterns hung very purposefully in between each bookcase down an aisle. As you begin to peer further down the hallway, if you will, you see another suit of armor standing there. And a small desk through a very dim lit candle sitting on a little dim lit candle sitting on a desk, and it's shedding its light through those various books. The walls are covered in a very thick tapestry that just covers the wall between you and what you realize is the attic that you and Dakota were in. You hear skittering. And that's where we'll end the session tonight.
God damn it.
Skittering!
I got cold
I have a
coffee
feeling this
went
building's
in
gonna
that
freaking
fucking room. I was like, God damn it, get back in that
I'm
goddamn
gonna-
room.
I'm gonna end stream real quick.
Yeah, I will too. So I'll be right
I'm
back.
still determined to
And then
find the latch for the
And
downstairs.
we'll do favor of the gods and everything. So give me a minute. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the raid, 2-Bit Tommy. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Everyone who stopped by to share some love. Thank you all. Love yous. And I hope to see you next time. We're going to do this again on the 10th of March. So I will, I will see you guys then. Until next time, stay safe. Take care. Doc out.